talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. From parenting to politics to gangsta shit. You want that ordinary conversation? This ain't it. Let's go. What's on your mind? Hope it's the truth. You say you real. Show me the proof. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You say your niggas lying. Let's talk about it. You say your woman lying. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Sit down, let's talk about it. Big step or walk like I got Shaq feet. Sit down and talk about it here with Mac and Norski. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Parenting to politics to gangsta shit. Parenting to politics to gangsta shit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Oh, let's go. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Most people who get discovered or the most talented people be the quiet people. You always don't see the loudest person in the gym, or the person that's getting recruited, or the person that's getting that people came here to see. But then the stories up underneath there. Like,
well, for me, it taught me because personally I didn't know him. We can talk about it in the pod. I'm just outside looking in.
We are on the pod.
You record? Oh shit! I didn't know you was recording. I know, right? Yeah, we ain't.
My shit better.
Stop, so we can introduce the guest. You just hitting.
No, fuck this nigga think this
What type of shit is this? Yeah, we are on the pod. We're recording. Oh yeah, all right. That's definitely a blooper.
Bro, this shit gets recorded.
You still hit.
No, these conversations.
You didn't even play the fucking song like we usually. Come on, man. It's a guest, man. We're arguing already.
What's that?
What's playing, Mac? I don't know. I don't have my glasses.
That's our theme song.
Oh.
This nigga here, bro.
Yeah.
Mac Daddy, let me get it started. Talk my shit better. Let's go, man.
Hey, man, what's going on, man? We here on the Let's Talk About It podcast with your boy Mac Daddy.
He might have to pull that close. Talking that mic now.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oski. And then we got a special guest on here.
For sure. You want to do the intro? You want me to do the intro?
Man, go ahead, man. You got it.
I was thinking about this on the way too.
This nigga's gay.
This nigga's gay. You ready for the pause? What? You see this shit? Before the intro, let me give you a little backstory. He is super sensitive about anything that you would think he's from fucking New York City as much as he wants to say pause. Unfortunately, he wants to put this shit behind me.
Flagrant, bro.
But
flagrant.
We got a special guest in the building, man. Nas Bohannon is in the building.
Jack of all trades.
If you don't know, Lorraine High.
Mm-hmm.
State finals.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Youngstown State. Youngstown?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hooped.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson.
Mm-hmm. That was crazy.
That was
crazy.
I was a little nervous when he went to Clemson, but that's when we'll talk about it in the pod. I didn't know what the fuck he was.
That was
just being honest.
That was like, wait a minute.
Then
what? Not saying that you could, but
he said fuck basketball. Well, I'm not gonna say he said fuck basketball. He said I'm gonna take a break from basketball and I'm gonna show these niggas how I get down on the football field. Pause before you want to hit the button.
Yeah, I was gonna get you.
But what stands out to me, very intelligent, educated brother. Nas Bohannon, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming through, brother. How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling great? Yeah, I'm feeling good. I appreciate y'all for having me. Come on.
Oh yes. It's a lot that we wanna talk about, but y'all know, as usual, we gotta start off with a song. Of course, we're gonna give y'all the fodder in between. This is what it is. I gotta get on here. It's all organic. It's natural. But I have to give y'all a little bit of a song. I was gonna go with a different song.
Don't fuck it up with a guess now.
It kind of lead into that shit. But this right here probably is by far the hardest song out. It's Boosie.
I knew. Really?
If nigga didn't think I wasn't gonna play this.
I feel like the realest nigga in the world right now.
And then to be
Smoke
honest
on
with
his
you,
exotic weed.
only one part on here that real crazy. That's crazy. When that nigga say that God little bro shit,
Shit that touch your soul. Real facts that they don't wanna be real facts.
he don't get enough credit.
From the heart right here, baby. I never been the type to name drop, a game drop. I let the same haters take the same shots. They'll humble up when they ain't hot. Hoping that them games stop, like hoping rain stop. Like when a hurricane hit it for your block. No, he not who people think he is. Let's see if you gon' still be solid in your wrinkle. Them stepping on me, those are really fears. Changing on me, my ops piling up against me and they ganging on me. And they ain't even gangster, this is danger. Social media make you hit the bottom. Instagram got a wanna ball. Instagram got you on the model. Go in the hood, shake my head, it be hard to fold. Little kids don't even know God no more. Feel me now, this world so feminine, so watch your child. He's 16, you got a son, get him some pussy now. How can you tell a woman what to carry in her stomach? When she feeling that's a cancer.
Hey, man, this nigga Boosie don't give a fuck what he be saying.
Yeah, that's debatable, but you know,
Why is that debatable?
it's a double-edged sword.
How?
He ain't gonna say get his daughter some.
Why wouldn't you? Why?
It was an interview. He actually said,
Why
no,
wouldn't
it's
he?
a different story. That's
Why wouldn't you though?
I wouldn't give my son no pussy at 16 personally. If it happens, it happens. I'm just not.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like, come here, babe.
I wouldn't want my
Bust him down real quick.
I wouldn't want my
No.
pops like.
No.
Yeah, not for my first time. I'm
You know
trying to
what
have
I'm
my
saying?
pops like.
Yeah.
I lined it up.
Throw me the oop. He threw. No,
Cool.
man.
Cause then I'm looking at my pops like, yo, what you want?
What's going on?
Like what you like?
You gonna look even crazy if your daughter come in and be like, well, what about me?
Yeah, I'm a little crazy, dog. I just want to come
Right. She gonna be like, I want to try.
now. Pause.
Whoa, man. Where the button?
Whoa.
Smack! Who is this nigga?
Pause,
The
man.
kid came in and said that.
That'd be crazy.
So you know how I personally feel about daughters.
Yeah.
Because I always wanted a daughter, right?
I got 2.
Oh man, I got 3.
Being the nigga that snuck in, that's done the whole 9. I just gotta accept it when I know I'm having a daughter early that it's inevitable. I'm not gonna be able to stop it.
Yes.
True.
I can give her some tools early on, have some respect for yourself, understand and cherish yourself. But I'm kind of torn on the like, bro, you just can't be a hoe. But like, I really can't stop you, and I'm never gonna have a way of knowing.
That's the thing. You'll kill yourself.
Yeah, like I'm never gonna have a way of knowing.
You would drive yourself crazy. And it is easier with a son per se than it is with a daughter. But you would drive yourself absolutely insane trying to be like checking this and checking that and looking over here and looking, oh, who is that? And look at that smile and look, who is that? Nigga, you'll go crazy.
I'm a little tougher on my sons than believe it. Tough on my girls, but
Keep it
us guys get held accountable.
True.
Way more than the chick.
way more.
So a chick can be, young kids. If it's almost like you're in kindergarten. Give me a sucker if you don't. I'm gonna telling you, it's no difference when a young fella dealing with a female. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they hoop or they're I won't even say hoop. They just popular and you know what I mean, known.
It's way different.
So it's different. But yes, you will wreck your brain now. So you would.
It's a different thing. Like I said on here before. As a kid, it's a double-edged sword when it's boys and girls. Like we can all get dressed in our Sunday's best and go outside and play football. A girl get dressed in her Sunday's best, she can't step foot outside. She ain't allowed to get dirty. She ain't. But we can going to the same church. We doing the same shit.
That's real.
But we can get dirty and they can't. That's just the way.
Yeah, it's society.
And the crazy part is though, if I do, what if I am the dad that's like, yo, nigga, get my daughter, yeah. Niggas will look at me crazy.
Yeah, I also do believe too that everybody in our society, especially today's society, today's society worry about everybody else way more than they need to.
Oh, facts.
Because while there is something wrong with that, with what you doing, like morally, and doing so,
That's you.
that ain't none of our business.
That's real.
And you gotta go get judged on that.
At the end.
That don't got nothing to do with me.
When
So
they-
whatever floats your boat and keep it pushing. I really think a lot of people will get further if they focused on what they should focus on.
And you know what? One thing that I do got on here on my notes is the fact that, like you said, people concentrate on other people way more.
But
It's what's put
social
out.
media did that. I feel we talk about that a lot too.
It's
Like
what's put
Boosie
out.
just
Stop
said.
it.
But I'm telling you, look, I don't be lying when I be saying this stuff. The first thing I say is be like image and perception. The image and perception of something, right? So if somebody go and you saying like, hey, look at Nas, for instance. Oh, he didn't bump shoulders with all these NFL people, and he didn't bump shoulders with this person and this person. People looking at him like, man, let me get $1. Let me hold this.
Without
Yo,
even knowing
nigga,
how
see
he
it-
was even able to even bump shoulders
Don't
with the
even
nigga.
know how he was able to miss anything without even asking. Boosie said in this song, how about you ask me, he said, can I vent? How about you ask me how I'm doing before you ask for rent?
It's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? Like, just because a person is in a position or seem to be up there, like, see what they doing. But social media, how you thinking that it's okay to pull up on Nas and he at the dollar store got his son walking up, hey, let me get 20. Because
Question. That's wrong. So how did you handle social media? Just for like, personally, I just want to touch on topics that help the youth. Like me and Mac is super. You too, from conversations we've had briefly, big on the youth. How did you have to deal with social media in high school? Personally, like going to state, getting the scholarships, knowing you finna.
Do
skip
something.
that.
I mean-
How you deal with it in high school?
So, for me, right, I've been blessed to have a great people around me, I should say.
Gotcha.
My people
Your core.
equity. My people equity, my core, I've been blessed with. I've always had real conversations. Like, I don't come from a coddling upbringing. I say all that to say we know the line between what's real and what's fake, and I've been taught that
Facts.
young. I've also been taught how to be humble. Like, every time I thought I've done something, when I get back in the car is, but you should have did this, or such and such over there did this.
We know when we do
you
it,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So as far as social media goes, and with understanding what's real, I've just kind of always known, like he said, the misconception of perception. So in high school, while we smelling ourselves, and we supposed to be the best in the city, we got the city rocking. That don't mean we the best in the nation. It's somebody probably a state over that's doing this, that, and the third. You watch the Kanye documentary, his mom say the giant looks in the mirror and he sees nothing. So you're supposed to stay grounded, because if we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, don't get me wrong, it was an out of body experience. Like that time,
That's living in the moment.
was crazy. But you have to understand where your feet are. So I knew. While at the end of the day, yes, we 22 and 0, and it is what it is. When we're talking about really leaving a legacy, it's gonna leave a legacy on the city. But me personally, when I get out of here, I want it to be a Nipsey effect. I want it to be the Malcolm X's. I want my name and everything I've done to
be a
help
martyr
people and influence people to live on forever. I say that to say, again, I've been with people who I bump shoulders, I've been around. I know the reality of what it is.
To navigate social media
to know. And my message to the youth and my peers too, because there's a lot of peers in this age right now. You post high school, you 18 to 26, whatever else it is. Some people in college. I was just in the NFL. You get some people working the 9 to 5. You got some people that's hustling. We all at that breaking point in life in different stages.
Facts.
Social media is at the height to where it can fool people and make them get into situations that never will be. You think you're missing out on something. It's so easy one, run your own race and don't compare your life to nobody else's. It's so
Gotcha.
easy to be fake. Like, you have to be able to look at Instagram and understand they only show you the glitz and the glam.
Highlights.
Before you, not to cut you off, but just because you said that, why is the fake life more important? Before, it doesn't necessarily have to be the nostalgia of money. We are from the bottom, so we know what we come from and what we see, right?
Yeah.
So we know, we've seen money, we've seen this, we've seen that, we've seen all of this stuff. But why is it important for today's 23?
Yeah.
Why is it important for today's people to be fake? Because we see it, whether on the timeline, your homeboy ain't really like.
Again, it's because, bro, I think social media just made everything a popularity contest. So people don't understand what's like the genuine person that's their self. Like, people don't think it's okay to be what we perceive to be corny. I just had this conversation earlier, right? Nobody's corny for being themselves. People hate being themselves. When you're unapologetically yourself, you can go into any room you want to and be comfortable in your own skin.
People gravitate
So
more too.
yeah, so people, like you said, we see some of the things we see, but they want to put on a perception that they're above their status and live above their means and do everything else. So like what I was getting at, they don't understand what really matters. A lot of people don't, because they never been but so far. So I say this, right? If literally today, you said people look at my Instagram, they do whatever else it is, they don't know about everything else that really going on in my everyday life. You see it from afar, you think somebody winning, oh, he really doing this. I don't post when we in college and we can't pay the rent, or we in college and we eating noodles and we doing this, that, and the third. That's not, people don't want to see the beauty and the struggle. For me right now, we can go, I can start a new Instagram page. We can call it Pause, just for instance, because it's right there. Tomorrow, we can go stand in front of two trucks on 254 they got right now. I can take a picture. We're going to hold that one off. We're going to ride the Saks. We're going to put on an outfit. I'm going to say, take a picture of me outside with these Gucci's on.
I gotta break some weed down in there. Somewhere.
Okay, cool.
Feel me?
After that, we're going to go to Walmart. We're going to get 2 fake keys. We ain't going to get them made. We're just going to do this. We're going to go walk into an Airbnb. We're going to do this with the keys. We're going to take the picture of
Views.
Right? Cool. We're going to post them in 3, 4, 5 different occasions. To everybody else, it looks like I'm living extravagant.
I always say it's a lack of self-esteem, personally.
For sure.
Lack of confidence within their self.
With using social media makes them have a lack of confidence, or to look at said picture and say, damn, I want that. That's what makes them have self-confidence.
I think I found an answer to your question too. It's so important to be fake because people want validation. People want to be validated, and that's a huge problem in today. Like he said, there's a lack of self-esteem. My people,
I want to be somebody, man. I don't, I feel like I'm nobody. It sounds crazy, but if you're confident within yourself, I don't have to compete with Mac. I don't have to compete with Nas. It doesn't matter what they post because I know my life. I'm confident in with what I'm posting, and I don't really need likes. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
It's certain things. Like back when we was young, we didn't have this access to the internet and social media. Like when I was in school, you really had to wait for the Preps magazine to come out to see if a nigga was nice. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, well, he in the top. Right. But back in the day, they used to call it basically your 15 minutes of fame. What would you do with your 15 minutes of fame?
Yeah.
Your 10 seconds of shine, or whatever the case may be.
So, to go with that, when you in those NFL rooms, they tell you go to the NFL.
Wait. I don't want to cut. No, I want to start at college.
I want
because everybody thinks it's so. And
I want to.
I'm sure it's an interesting story, but everyone thinks it's so easy to get to the NFL.
I want to transition from.
I'm the average
Yeah, come on.
kid.
So I want to transition. So we go everybody know about the city. Everybody know y'all was turned up on the basketball side. I found out about you niggas in Dubai. ESPN throw out the back. Who is these niggas? He looks familiar. Who the fuck is that? Wait a minute. That say what? Nigga, I'm waking niggas up. Hey,
City lit.
On. Niggas don't know. I'm in Dubai. It's at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck is going? Everybody, what the fuck is? Hey, I know these niggas. Da da da. I want to go from football, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, Ohio State want you, da da da, blah 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 blah. You see that, read that in the paper. You go hoop, y'all get crazy and hooping. You graduate. Then what? Okay. Graduation. Then what? Now.
Damn because the pressure.
It ain't Davi. It ain't them. It's Nas.
Got you. So. We just go to senior year. Mm-hmm. I really started I got my first college offer in sophomore summer, before we went undefeated.
Football, basketball?
Basketball.
Is it basketball? Okay.
Football start coming along. They start coming at the same time. So I was blessed with the opportunities. Take it back, like we said, people don't understand the work that was put into that. Basketball was the last sport I ever touched. I was a baseball player. I was a football player.
Damn. Okay.
Basketball.
All for Lorraine or just
as younger?
As younger. Okay.
Gotcha.
I got on a basketball team because my boy Shane, his dad, seen me playing at the park and sent him to school with a note and said, "Do you want to play on our basketball team?" My grandma told him, "We don't have no money. Mm-hmm. Like you want to play, it's free." She told everyone. I'm talking about the biggest AAU programs I played for. By the time we got to the circuit, obviously it's sponsored, but
right.
Y'all want them, you gotta pay. We free lunch around here.
What that means to me is I gotta go hard. I gotta do this. They'll tell you, when I started hooping, the worst on the team. By 6th grade, I became the best because I'm gonna go. I love this. It's a way I can work at that. Mm-hmm. Fast forward. So I say all that to say, I started to understand, and I got in rooms around people. So once I got to become the best on my team, I went to a Fab Frost camp. I went PJ Washington, Jalik Felton, all these dudes that's league, Wendell Carter, all of those dudes. Mm-hmm. I seen them in 8th grade and I realized I didn't have the goal I thought I had. I was about 40, I was surviving, but I'm supposed to be the best at home from doing this. These dudes have been playing varsity since 7th grade. Cool. So that kept me grounded, whatever else it is. High school come. By the time high school come, I understand opportunities and what they are, being blessed. I'm going to go somewhere.
Cut you up. When you was in high school, did you understand the essence of role playing?
Yes.
I think that's why you succeeded so much.
I'll tell you, because again, I say that, and that's why I wanted to start back with what I said. It didn't start when there's no Davi, there's no whatever in the end. Mm-hmm. This started off by, I never was that kid that you made the star player from every single stage of the way. Mm-hmm. I started at the bottom. I worked.
Put that grind in. Yeah.
Then I'm the best player. Now you're a freshman on varsity. Let's talk the truth. I was out of here. I wasn't going to Lorraine High if Bastock was still the coach. Nothing against Bastock.
Where was you going?
I was set up. My mom lived in Cleveland still, so I was going to go to Central Catholic or I was going to go to Cleveland Heights. I had a coach from AAU, and I was gonna go to Columbus and Northland. I had 3 schools but I had a genuine love for the city. Mm-hmm. Roz come in, him and Gillum, it's their first year. We gonna give it a try. We go. He got me, Davi, Jamar. He put us on JV in the summer. Whatever it is, we have a practice. Smash varsity. Mm-hmm. Tell that story. He tell all 5 of us coming to varsity practice. Roz looked me in my face as a freshman and said, "You want to play varsity? Get every rebound."
Ooh, that's it.
So what I do?
Got every rebound.
That's how I started.
It fits too.
I'm telling you.
That's crazy. It fits his energy.
So that's the reason. Okay.
This is who, me rebounding and all that, bro. That's just who I am. That's the one skill in basketball that doesn't take anything but heart.
It's no but it's a skill.
It's a skill.
It's a skill, but it's not a skill.
Is it more heart than skill, though?
I want this more than you want this. Now I gotta know how to read that ball off the rim.
Got you. Okay.
That goes with it, but heart and determination.
I'm a dog. Mm-hmm. Therefore, so when it comes to roles, I know confidence in myself, everything else. I know when it kept like, bro, I can go give him 30. I was just giving dudes 30. That's my age. I can do whatever else it is.
Right.
Now we stepping up. I don't have to be the guy.
To be the
man
guy.
in the arena to be the guy.
You don't gotta be the guy to be the guy.
When we had that team, Javier got the ball. Devon got the ball. I also was blessed to be taught how to play the game the right way.
Yeah.
I averaged 16 points under everybody's nose. I didn't have to do nothing.
Double, if I'm not mistaken, right?
2 putback layups a game.
That was your freshman year?
It's my sophomore year.
Sophomore year?
This was the year we had the city going crazy.
Got you.
I'm getting 2 putback layups. Okay, I'm going to get a transition layup or 2. I'm at 8. I'm a back
That's
cut.
crazy.
I'm a back cut. Devon going to pass to me. That's 10. I get fouled on the free throw. I hit 2. That's 12. If I create my own shot twice, I'm at 16.
So you already mapped. It's funny, we're at the game, and we were just talking about if kids understood how many points that you would just have to get in a quarter.
5.
Quick 5.
5.
So that's 2. Get fouled 2 times.
5 points a quarter to get you.
My brother.
That's crazy. So it's funny that he's saying that.
5 to get you 20.
He said you get 4 points a quarter, you get 16.
That's it. My pops little as shit would tell me, hey,
Yeah.
4 or 5 points a quarter get you 20.
Phil,
I said, huh?
I didn't know you average. That's crazy.
yeah, Devon was the leading scorer. I was second leading scorer as a sophomore.
Damn.
So, and again, there's people who probably like watched all them games and was there, who's watching this or will watch.
I'm one of them.
And won't, and like will be like, that's crazy. You can go back and check all.
At this time, was y'all at Southview playing?
Still at Southview. Yeah, we was at Southview all the way into my senior year.
Yeah.
So I say all
I
that.
was gone that whole time.
I say all that to say,
Their class made me start like watching basketball again because my cousin Xavier, but that's crazy.
I've been playing roles. I've been on a lot of good teams. Baseball, football, like I've been blessed to be able to win a lot. My first time really losing on a team was when I got to Youngstown State. And now we're gonna get into that. But playing a role I was fine with because when it becomes my turn, it's gonna be my turn.
Right.
And we're gonna take off. So when I was going to school, I always knew I was going to school. Like that was giving my route. I was young, mom, grandma, all them, you going to school. If you don't go to school, you can't hoop. You don't get grades.
I hope y'all young fellas, ladies.
Hear that?
With
You hear
that
that?
said,
Nigga said his grandma said.
school was gonna be where it was gonna be, and like you say, it was hip to be square. Everybody will tell you, I was blessed. Like I tell everybody when I tell this story, I'm one decision away from. Y'all don't know this. Damn, Nas was good, but he another nigga in the streets. He was just because
On Shaq's corner night.
me teeter-tottering.
One foot in, one foot out. Yeah.
Because you feel me? It's a podcast. It's in the bro. We winning games. We going to beat people up on 28th Street. Like the people didn't know that side of it. Like we were tripping. Like now that I'm older and you go back and you look at it, it's like, bro, people don't get blessed. Like God touched us to be able to let us sit in the crack
Maneuver
and
through
do whatever else it is. So for me personally, I knew what I wanted for myself. I know how far I seen. Leaving them wasn't a problem because it's like, bro, when we get grown, that's what's gonna happen.
I knew this was
all
happening.
Supposed to go where we're supposed to go. Yeah, we boys, and I love you. We're gonna do whatever else, but I gotta go get set up for myself. What you need to go get set up for yourself. And I asked my dad right now. He'll tell you verbatim what he told me. What you want to stay here for? When there's nothing to stay here for, I also know I never want to stay here for. But, and anybody can feel however they want to feel about it. Said, bro, you can come home. They're gonna still be on the porch.
That's a fact.
He's saying all this is true.
I come home.
You say all the shit that we be.
And I'm just
trying to tell.
Like, I came home. There's times I come home. I know where to go see my niggas.
Right.
Because they going to be there.
And that's how it dawned on me. So leaving as a senior, the hardest decision for me, which was a blessing.
So one question: what motivated you, even in those gaps of maybe having like teeter-tottering? Damn, should I go with them? Should I not? What made you stay in the books or stay focused?
So like,
no, I get it, but you know how some people just naturally feel I'm gifted or I know I want to leave. I can turn that switch on whenever I want, and sometimes the light you can go to hit it, but it don't turn on. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it goes back to what I told y'all before the pod started. When my mom go do her bid, my dad do his bid, I move in with my grandma. I choose to stay with my grandma. But she's giving me game now that I'm older. I know it's game. There's consequences, son. Can you stand with if you can deal with
so
those
that shit's probably
the world don't owe you shit. You get what you work for, you don't get what you wish for. When I'm thinking about my basketball journey or I'm thinking about whatever else it is, everything I ever had in my life, I worked for. So again, when we in making those decisions, don't get me wrong, like I know when we're in that moment, like there were so many people, like girls, like older peers, that's, bro, you tripping, you got basketball. I've been made my mind up that I was gonna do this. So in those times, and that's the scary part of it, in those times, if it meant we was going to jail that night,
that's we were just going to jail.
My mind was made up because again, I looked my grandma in the face every day when she told me there's consequences.
Gotcha.
The respect for my grandma, and like because of that situation, my dad stayed across the bridge, my mom moved to Cleveland, they both moved home. I talked to him every day, all it was, but it was so hands-offish that I got to experience a lot and grow on my own. It doesn't work for every kid.
Nah, fact.
Your own. I say I'm a city son because there's so many people who reached their hand out and touched me
and grabbed you. Got you.
I stood to all my morals because I knew what was right. I was the king of loopholes. You told me get good grades. You told me go to school every day. You told me
why you on my back tripping. Now?
I'm doing all of that. So now I get to go do what I want
to do. All right.
And because I made sure everything was done,
that
gave me that leeway. No, I didn't. Sometimes, we ruffled each other's feathers and we did whatever else it was, but I made sure everything that was supposed to be done was going to be done.
Gotcha.
Couldn't come back on me on that.
I'm not gonna.
I did what I had to do.
I did what I was supposed to do. Y'all tripping. At 17, you stay with this girl.
Well, my grades like that.
Every day.
Yeah.
I still got straight A's. I'm not tripping. So I say for me, it was always, I know the disgust I'm going to give my grandma when she get the call that, hello, you're speaking to an inmate from...
Press 9.
When that number called, I don't want to live with her face seeing that.
Because
I'm coming from generations of that's
that
who
shit.
We are. So go be different. All she ever wanted me to do was go get a master's degree and be different. I went and got her a master's degree because that's what you told me to do, and I respect everything that you're doing for me.
That's dope that she set the bar high.
Yeah,
you know, because some people. I'll just speak from experience. Like my mom's my pops didn't graduate high school, so they bar was just high school. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of dope for his grandma to be like,
that'd be the
high master's degree. You know what I'm saying? Like
that'd be the thing. So
I didn't even finish.
I'm about to say, go ahead.
So when the hardest part about senior year was figuring out what I was gonna do and where I was gonna go. Mind you, we in our environment, we don't got a lot of people that I've seen do what I do or do what we've done. I watched Devon commit to Kent State by playing around in the gym one day. Like, bro, we sitting in the gym, he laughing, we had a volleyball game, he like, watch this, he tweet, I commit to Kent State. A couple reporters and medias roll with it.
Whoa.
He like, F it, I'm gonna go. So we don't really know nothing about the recruiting process.
Oh, shit.
I got mine early. So, like, I'm getting offers as a sophomore. I'm doing whatever. I'll probably get way more offers than OBC, all the teams on the circuit, been wanting me to play. I'm playing them. I go get 30. They like, come over here. My dad like, bro, them teams don't practice. They don't do nothing. We're not going over there. On the back end, he like, I wish I would have got you over there early. But I'm like, Dad, bro, that shit go how it's supposed to. I'm in the recruiting process. I'm getting calls from VCU called me, but they say this is Virginia Commonwealth University. What is Virginia Commonwealth?
Same dude.
I'm so naive to what's going on, but I'm 16, 17 while still trying to hoop, play football, be the man, go to the party,
life,
get a job.
Nobody in front of you telling you like,
I don't have nobody. I'm in rooms even to this day that my parents have never been in. My family has never been in. I'm going. You can't leave where you don't go, and you can't teach what you don't know. There's a gym that I was given. So like,
great gym.
For me, I'm doing this as the first person to do it. I feel obligated as me to give on what I know because I just feel lessons flow through you.
Facts.
They don't stay with you. So, like now on the back end, when little Daddy goes through the transfer portal, stuff like I can call him, bro. This goes. This is what they gonna say. So for me at that time, I always been a scholar. I always had to go to school. I told you that. Mm-hmm. I excelled in basketball. I excelled in football. Mm-hmm. I got academic scholarships. Mm-hmm. I got football scholarships. Mm-hmm. I got basketball scholarships. I could literally get into a school with a test score that I had in my GPA. I can get into every school in the country.
Any school in the
outside
country.
of MIT.
Yep.
And the only reason I took the ACC twice was to just get the satisfaction to say I can get an MIT. Mm-hmm. That entire year, I'm like, imagine being 17 and you answering the phone for everybody left and right. Your phone ringing off the hook. You trying to chill with your shorty, or you just trying to eat at home. You trying to do whatever else.
Trying to be a kid.
It's a blessing.
You're a kid.
But my dad is learning as he's in the room because we letting him deal with the sports. My mom talking about school when we in there. We still been, bro, this is the first time we all going through this. But we experiencing it so we can go tell everybody else.
Yep.
But in those moments, I don't know what I want to do. Everybody asks me every day, bro, what do you want to do? Where you want to go? You want to play football? You want to play basketball?
Did you get annoyed by that?
I never got annoyed. I just like, I don't know, it's something that I might have just been born with. I don't really like, for me, I'm a people person. And you're asking because you're intrigued. Mm-hmm. I know how to see through when somebody asking just to be funny or be on some bullshit.
Gotcha.
A lot of people were genuinely asking because, like, when I really was putting jerseys on or I'm telling people I'm from Lorraine, I'm knowing I'm getting to live a dream that somebody at home want to live. Mm-hmm. And I'm taking pride in the fact that when you see me come out here, hard nose, this the city that y'all say nobody know about. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of going places and they being like, bro, where you from? Cleveland. No, I'm not.
I'm glad yes.
It's a gift and a curse, man. It's a gift and a curse when people, like you just said, this is what creates the super ego when those questions like that get answered.
Well, it's just
because it's like
cool.
you not necessarily say you feel obligated to answer those questions, but it's like you asking because you are intrigued. So that's kind of like a chink, add chink, chink. Oh shoot! Next thing you know, you sitting on. You like, oh wait a minute, oh snaps.
Yeah,
like this is most people can't handle that. That's the big headed part of it. Everybody coming in, you know.
No, just the fact that he's able to even say and be true to where he's from. A lot of kids, believe it or not, and I don't fault them. Maybe they just don't know. A lot of kids say Cleveland, unfortunately, so they can get that, I guess, attention or that.
It's like a boxer.
Attraction, you know what I mean? Yeah. To keep going. Oh man, okay, he's from Cleveland. That's a big city, so he knows. Or instead of it being somewhere small, and they're like, this kid doesn't know anything theoretically. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty dope to stay grounded, to stay humbled on where you came from. You know what I mean?
The kids hooping in Cleveland, young.
Yeah.
We walking in the gym. They talking about, they from Lorraine. And then we go 1 by 40. Mm-hmm. And then that respect level came as we got older. And it's like, no, wait a minute. Now y'all want to include us and want us to say y'all from Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Also, when we have that run in, bro, we in, like, Lorraine is an anomaly as far as the county goes. Mm-hmm. You throw a little inner city vibe around a bunch of suburbs. You don't get to another little city like it till you get to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
So technically, we supposed to play in the SWC, or we supposed to go play in something else like that. Now, they don't fit who he is. So you throw us in the league with all Cleveland teams. Mm-hmm. Then when we win it year after year after year after year,
now it's hosted.
Now this is our league. Mm-hmm. We from Lorraine. Y'all know we gonna talk about it. Mm-hmm. But
that's fine.
Leaving them to say so we could transition into whatever question you had after that, it was never a problem because I knew to get to where I wanted to get to, some roads you got to take along.
Some roads you do got to take along. And after you go, because everybody know that, everybody graduates high school, but not everybody goes to college. Not everybody goes on to play sports in college. Two totally different things. Going to school and then going to school to play sports is two totally different things. Mm-hmm. When you get to campus, now you at you did early college. You got your stuff in early college, which I tell all kids you can go out and do it. If you can, it's easier. And then you only really gotta do 2 years in college because college is a scam. But I'm not. Hey, listen. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. Well, hold on. What made you pick? This is a personal question for me. I always asked. What made you pick Youngstown State over Harvard?
So,
or any of them other schools? I actually thought you was gonna go to Harvard in person.
So I got Harvard. I had all the Ivy. So I'm talking to Harvard at LCC. I got Princeton. They come down. I'm talking to Penn's coach like in my mom's living room. Like, we feeding the service schools. I had Army West Point. I'm at the Air Force. All that. West Point came. We fed them chicken and JoJo's. In the living room. I took a visit to Princeton, and you take a kid from here that like obviously love being from here, but we are who we are. Mm-hmm. When I get to Princeton, I can hoop here, I can do it, but the whole situation as far as like I'm know me, you gotta know who you are, and you gotta know who you're not.
Drop Will Smith.
I'm like
it's not gonna fit in. Yeah,
it's not like I'm going. The Ivy gonna do what it's supposed to do for me. And don't get me wrong, in life you supposed to take some sacrifices. You got to. But for who I was, I'm like, Mom, what's gonna be for me is gonna be for me. Like,
it's
gonna happen. I went down. We took that visit, and I drove at 16, 17. She in the car with me, 7.5 hours to Princeton, New Jersey. Shit looked like 1865 England. Cool. The hotel we in got a small TV in the corner, but it's paintings on the wall. It's
okay, I get it.
Now, don't get me wrong. Every Ivy's not like that. I was originally gonna commit to Cornell. I tell you, I was gonna go to Cornell in Ithaca, New York. The city ain't too far from it. They got a couple schools around it.
Got a homeboy that
coach
track at
came
Cornell.
To 4, 5, 6 games. They seeing me at LC every day. I knew the coaches was in a situation where they was gonna get fired. So
bad for business.
And with certain Ivy schools, like it's not a real athletic scholarship.
Right.
They push you through admissions.
Yeah.
So you getting in you gotta have the grades, you gotta have everything.
Facts.
But because that degree is gonna be worth whatever you want.
Way more than
because it's the network of it.
Right.
You technically not
Youngstown
supposed to make
State, for me, I was huge on wanting to be an engineer.
I was about to say
I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. I wanted to be a chemical engineer. I wanted to be all of that. I stayed late. This is what, for everybody who wanted to know, I was going to West Virginia. I talked to Hugs all the time. They had one dude supposed to leave.
Crazy though.
And I was penciled in. You wait till April. This kid is gone. This scholarship is yours. They had a board. Like they have.
Yeah.
It was between me and 2 other people as far as who this last scholarly gonna go to. So you're supposed to go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it.
Pawns.
Again, everybody listen. Before we pause it, my fault.
No. I said pawn.
Yeah.
Pawn.
How about
But
you pausing for it?
when you make a decision on a school, it's a 40-year decision, not a 4-year decision.
Explain that.
When you go to a school and you don't understand what I didn't understand until I'm 1-2 years in, I'm understanding where my feet are. That alumni, those boosters, everybody around you, that has the ability to traject your life to places you've never been. I didn't understand that until I got to a school. But when you're picking a school, that's what you need to look at. Hey, did this person went to Youngstown State back in the day? They might be a multi-millionaire. They'll look out for you just because you went to their university. You also need to go where they feel like, again, where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. So, for me, my plan was, my recruiting also got hurt. Because when I got the Big Ten football offers, I'm getting a couple SEC
Forgot
offers.
about
When I got
you had a lot of decision made. Damn.
When I got those offers, basketball schools pulled back because in their eyes,
you're going there.
They're going to play football. Nobody asked me. No coach got on the phone and said, "Hey, what do you want to do?" Because I could explain it to him.
Oh shit!
But they just pulled. He's going to go play football. Kids don't do that. So then signing day passes. Now schools are pouring on. I got West Virginia in the gym when we playing Cleveland Central Catholic. I got Indiana State there too. I got Drexel. I got some other schools. But they're here for me. My teammates not understanding. you can do the bare minimum today. New Mexico's looking like, who's that sophomore kid? That's Day.
We talked about that
It's
all the
me
time.
prolonging my decision had a lot to do with that. I could have been said, "Hey, I'm going to school,"
But I want these schools to come so
want
they can
these-
see my niggas.
So
Not to cut him off, or this is a little bit off topic, but me and you talked about this too. I said that with Seth when Seth brung Huggins out too. You know what I mean? Like, it's another topic. I felt like a lot of people felt different about him, but it's like, okay, put your feelings to the side. 'Cause this nigga got West Virginia in the gym.
yeah.
You know,
I'm about to go for
right.
going for 40.
So same
Fuck
thing
you
for
talking
you,
about?
y'all chill, go, try and eat. You know what I'm saying? That's big for someone to think like that.
So it ended up, and here's how these politics you can get into. So it's for anybody to say Hugs or my head coach at
Right.
Youngstown State can correct me on it. My head coach at Youngstown State had just went to a D2 national championship, so he played until April. He gets the D1 job at Youngstown State. My head coach coached, he's under Huggins' umbrella. He coached with Huggins at Cincinnati. He coached with Huggins at West Virginia. The moment he gets a job, he calls me as he's getting hired. Don't get me wrong, Sticks played
Right.
for him. I knew him before. My West Virginia dies down of what's going on. Simple as making a call and saying, yo, I need this kid. They do that a lot. He called my mom. Funny how the recruit story goes. He calls my mom because my number when we filled out our paperwork was her number. He called my mom and
So pretty much Huggins, let me get this one because I'm trying to build something
And
over here.
He called my mom.
Makes sense.
He tell her, she like, yo, who's this? Like, you know, just cause
Yeah.
he called randomly, it's a Cleveland number because my coach was from the area. He like, next time you talk to me, be a son coach. Arrogant, cocky dude, but I respect it. Either way, when I'm in the recruiting process, we're sitting in rooms. I'm like, if you don't have mechanical engineering, you don't have this, I'm not coming.
Not coming.
This is what I'm coming to school for. This is what I want to do because I know someday the ball flattens. I need something that's going to set
Can we get a round of applause for the young ones watching?
So,
Someday the ball is going flat.
in that space, when I go to Youngstown State, funniest story, like now it's April, so you need to commit by a certain day because it gets late. Scholarships you thought that you still had, you don't have any longer because they go with the next.
Pull them shits and give it to the next person.
People, they have a board, it's 10 people, so like if I did want to commit to West Virginia, Youngstown State's not, like they need somebody else they need to have lined up.
Got you.
I go to Youngstown State. Mind you, we live an hour and a half away. I never knew that at school. Like,
Yeah.
I just go down. They're like, come down, come play, hoop. You feel me? We gonna feed you. I don't even treat it like it's really an official visit. I go down, we eat, we hoop. Tell my pops like, yeah, bro, I can survive. In my head, I'm coming here for a year or two. Coach got the same trajectory of me. They showing me the video of what they doing pressing. They transition. Dude get the steal. They throw it. They switch to a clip of me on third coast catching the ball on the break.
Oh shit!
You gonna fit.
That's fire though. That's
So we leave there.
yeah.
Now they take you on your little baby campus tour to the buildings of what you want to do.
He got game if y'all don't know.
I meet with the chair of engineering. What is her name? Hazel Marie. To this day, I still remember because she got me through majority of engineering when I was still in it.
Okay.
If it wasn't for Hazel Marie taking me and showing me the 3D printing room and everything else around it, probably don't go to Youngstown State. But she showed me everything that would be at my hands, and I was that, like, everybody will tell you, and that's why when he say it's hip to be square, I got
You love
friends
that, yeah.
do everything under the sun. I got friends that don't own businesses. I got friends that's in the streets. I got friends. My friends will tell you I've never been peer pressured in anything. I didn't. I was gonna go to school. I was gonna do my grades. I was gonna do this, and they respected me because of that. Like,
That's dope.
oh, now you finna start smoking. Now I don't smoke. Now I was alky. I'm not gonna lie. We had a bottle. I was gonna drink.
I was on the bottle.
But cool, they respected it. So it was that. I left Youngstown State campus, like, I literally asked that day, what, y'all got a party going on? This is me. This is a 17-year-old, 18-year-old me. Yeah. Ain't no party. Live an hour and a half. I'm going home.
Damn.
I was on campus for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I seen what I need to see.
I was scheduled. No, it wasn't even that. I was scheduled to take another visit the next week. When y'all said that become annoying, now we talking about the recruiting process. I was so over.
Oh yeah, that's all. Yeah,
doing everything else.
You just ready to make it?
Called my dad. I said, "We going."
Shit.
We going. In my head though, we going 2 years. I'm finna be the dude. I'm green to what college basketball really is, and
right.
how hard and the commitment that you gotta put in. So I'm like, bro, I'm going. We going. We gonna go 2 years. I'm gonna go get 21 of these years. I'm averaging. We going to the league from Youngstown. I'm taking you to a tournament for the first time. I'm also, again, I told you in the beginning, I want to be a martyr. I want to leave a legacy. I want to influence people, like the masses of people, to be somebody.
Gotcha.
Like God's blessed me with the gift of gab and be able to really, like, I've always had people navigate to me, or I can speak life into people. I think I had a healing spirit. So for me, Youngstown was like here's a community up the road that's just like home. Tad bit bigger,
Facts.
Same type of situation.
Yeah.
Like, but it's really the trenches, is this, that, and the third. This bring this community together. They've never been to.
Cause Youngstown ain't.
They've never been to a division.
That sounds crazy.
Hey, listen.
Legit.
Yeah.
Hey.
They don't play down there.
No, hey, get it in Ohio. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
You got to be a little special to go down there, man.
They never been to a NCAA Division I tournament. They won at 3 schools. It was 4 until another school just went. That's never been since they made the transition to Division I. So,
tough.
Still, again, naive to how hard that task is. In my head,
You can get it done.
we go win this first ever one, and when they do win it, and my coach is there, I'm gonna be there, biggest Youngstown State shirt, whatever else it's gonna be. I had dreams of we win this motherfucker. It's gonna be the biggest mob scene, because anybody who knows Youngstown, you know the real history that this where the mafia was. Goodfellas was.
Telling you.
It was based in.
No,
Telling you, get it in Ohio.
That's gonna be the biggest one of those. We're gonna get a statue. Me and my coach talked about how at West Virginia don't have no pro teams. So they would talk about when we go get this NCAA national championship, we're gonna ride through the whole West Virginia on a bus tour. We're gonna stop in every city. We're gonna have a trophy.
That's fire.
We riding through Ohio. Riding through Ohio with the trophy. I'm pulling to the crib with an NCAA championship trophy. For us going to the tournament.
That's crazy.
And that's what we're gonna do. I'm big on you give me the chance to be able to do something that's never been done. Why not me?
Give me the keys and let me drive.
And that's what
drove you to go there.
Yeah.
Now,
That's a hell of a process, though.
What you already knowing about, of course, having, you know what I'm saying, good head on your shoulders as far as your education and doing all that good stuff. And then, of course, sports coming secondary, right? Now, with all that being said, in meantime, in between time, you still got real life shit going on. And I know some things you can't say all the way, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool, because you still got a lot of shit. But like, when you dealing with these college coaches, it's the good ones are in there, but the bad ones sometimes overshadow the good ones. But it is I want you to tell people on the inside, like, it's not sweet. Like, it ain't no like get signed and then you like, oh, now you in the starting joint and like you don't work out, you don't lift weights. No. Nigga, shoot program when you get in that bitch.
We got a little running joke. I just talked to the team because now Youngstown, before they games, they have an old player send a video and motivate the team.
Oh, okay.
I made a joke like, bro, you signed a death row. So when you sign that letter of intent, these people own you.
Facts.
So when you go to school and you thinking it's just hoop, like, kill it, get that out the day. Right? You don't know nothing. That's the best way to be. Playing hard, holding yourself accountable, and showing up on time. Those are non-negotiables. Like, because everybody can do that in this room.
Everybody was the man at some point.
College, bro, it's not. Again, you see the glitz and the glam. Yeah, we at college. Yeah, we hooping. Yeah, you get the benefits of the work you put in. So yes, we go get to stay in good hotels. Yes, we get to get the best meals. Yes, we can take planes here and there. Also, that's not every school. The budget I had at Youngstown State, we don't have at Clemson. But you have to be able to appreciate that, because basketball has so much to do outside of you that you're gonna have days where, bro, you in school, like, you got all the pressures of being 18 to 22 and
Fact, you still a young man. Yeah. Trying to find yourself.
For a lot of people, you living on your own for the first time. Mm-hmm. They giving you money that you don't really know what to do with. So some people buying shoes they rent not paid. Mm-hmm. We still hooping, but we only get a stipend that's supposed to last us $1,000 supposed to last you from August until January.
That's trash.
So
trash.
While the team got some money to feed us and they doing some other stuff, there's nights we eating noodles and we putting stuff together. If you don't know how to budget, you don't know how to do any of that. So
that little meal card.
Like everybody be like, bro, like there's people who will look at you like, bro, you ain't got life hard, you ain't hooping, No, you got all of that going on. And I'm gonna tell y'all a funny college story that I can't say that a lot of people don't know. You still in school and life is going on at home.
Facts.
You're supposed to be passing these tests. You're supposed to be doing everything else. You have all the pressure of life still at home. My mom's still at home trying to get her rent paid. My little brother hungry. My little sister, she about to have a baby. I'm a freshman. So all of this is going on while you're
trying to stay focused.
To stick to the code.
Yeah.
And the main thing, bro, I say this and it's the biggest thing I got going on. I was supposed to wear the shirt today. Society creates criminals. So like all the education you have, everything else you do, if tomorrow it all was stripped away and you got kids or you got mouths to feed, you got situations,
look out,
you're going to do whatever you have to do to make that happen. A lot of our people and our peers, you just as creative as I was, you know everything that I know. You had to do what you needed to do in the moment. And
gotta eat.
We gotta eat. You don't be blessed to be able to be like, no, go ahead, we got it. No. We don't, you know what I mean? So like, it's
that don't
hard.
happen like that.
I'm getting people like, oh, you getting payroll checks, you doing whatever. I'm sending my whole payroll check home damn near.
Right.
Like, it's times I didn't pay this rent to school because
I got to send this here. I have to.
And then you meet people who don't understand you in that way. You probably gonna get one or two teammates who really come from what you come from. You gonna get dudes who's coming from. They've been coddled their whole life. They dad went to the league back in the
Silver
day.
spoon.
They pulling up in sneakers and they pulling up in this and they ask you, feel me, you going out, why you didn't kept wearing this or why you didn't go buy that. Yep. They buying chains with they stipend. Because bro, if this all go wrong, I had teammates who call their mom like, I need $5,000.
Yep.
They giving them $5,000.
I can't call mom and get $5
My mom's calling me like I need $1,500.
Yeah.
So that's a whole
and am I gonna
different.
say no?
No,
I'm not.
You gonna hang that phone and try to get it?
I'm gonna figure it out. So you doing all that while still in school? I say all that to say, payroll check. I'm in school. Look, I'm in school. If you don't know, if you get a scholarship to school, any other outside scholarships you get is your money.
It's your cash.
So me, now that I think about it, I try to tell my little cousins that if you get an athletic scholarship, still fill out that scholarship that Arby's want to give you for $50,000 just in case you or that. You feel me?
They're giving y'all some game now when y'all in school.
Or they want to give you $4,000. Why? Because
it's extra money.
They have to give that to you. Like you came on an athletic scholarship, so any other outside scholarship is your money to pocket.
Damn.
So that's just ways you can get ahead.
I didn't know that personally.
Aid.
Yeah,
get financial aid. Yeah. Take that money and flip it.
Legitimately
crazy.
Like I start beating the system. I understand what's going on. You get 12 semesters. School, college is 4 years. That's 8 semesters worth of college. You get 12 semesters of Pell. So it goes up every year because the cost of attendance goes up because tuition goes up.
Got you.
So it's anywhere. It's between $3,000 and $3,200, $3,300. That's what you're gonna get. For me, okay. First semester, second semester, that means I'm getting $3,000 right now. I'm getting another $3,000 in. Oh, you told me I can get it in the summer. So long as I get my coaches to pay for me to take 3 or 4 classes in the summer, if I take 2 classes, I get half of that. I get $17. So, awesome. but your summer Pell come July 1st. The fall Pell come in August. So I'm going
2 months.
You gonna give me? I'm making you give me 3, 4 classes. So you're gonna give me another $3,200 in July 1st. I'm gonna get another $3,200 in August on top of your stipend, on top of whatever. So now I'm gonna maneuver how I'm supposed to maneuver.
Only thing is you just gotta pass the class.
You gotta pass the class.
Well, that's and I'm with all the money, but I want the kids to take out of that the courage that he even took They say, yo, I ain't going to kick it this summer. No. Sign me up for this class. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of athletes, that's crazy.
He's an athlete. But just typically, anybody can flip the system at school because you can do that. You just got
I'm with you, but majority of them kids is like,
but like you said,
I'm the man, or I'm like if doing good in the summer.
But think about his situation.
It's crazy.
He not only has to go play basketball for these people that he didn't sign this letter, this contract for. Like a lot of this shit that people don't do is like once you sign your name on, you gotta honor that contract. Or to me, you just invalid as a man if you don't honor that contract.
I'm with you.
So when you doing that, now you gotta go to school, get the grades, have a social life, still gotta hoop, and then turn around and. I
commend him for taking them classes.
Your dad's like this. Your boy's like.
Most, and it's sad. It's sad to say, but most would have came home. Got into might have went about it a different way instead of signing up for them classes. So me personally, I commend like that's super dope, super big because most wouldn't have did it. No, but they would have left and figured out a different way.
But I did that in my own way, but I didn't do it to the point of NCAA collegiate status.
Yeah.
Where now it's like. You feel me? When you got the JUCO light on you, it's like
a lot of people going to a JUCO is like that last chance you shit.
That's real. It's
real. Like you taking dudes from God knows where. They probably got a couple cases. All they really know is ball. They had the grades. They ain't know nothing else. You throwing them in Kansas. You throwing them in Iowa.
In the middle of nowhere.
Bro, they washing their own jersey with their hands. They eating noodles. They taking vans from 10-hour trips and coming back. They doing that for a shot. So also for me taking the classes, I always said too, bro, home always gonna be there. As a man, you gotta understand, bro. I can't always run home. I'm not always calling my mom. I'm not always calling my dad. My coaches, if they talk to my mom and dad, it was about something completely different. Same with my teachers. Like I would tell teachers in school and I would get in trouble because they think I'm being sarcastic. But like, no, you better off dealing with me because this is a decision that I made. Yeah, they there to police me and do whatever else.
Right.
But whatever I just said to you or whatever, bro, we gonna deal with it. Whether you tell me I gotta come here or whether I got suspended or whatever else it is, I know what I did or what I didn't do.
Right.
Now, what you won't do is lie or act as if I did something else because I'm able to own up to what I did say or did not do. And if I wasn't wrong in the rights, now we're gonna get them involved because they both really.
There's only one way they come.
So when they come, let's just lay all the facts out on them. Now to the story. Knowing all that, it's middle of the season, it's wintertime. This is getting into we on a 5-6 game winning streak. Mind you, Pale's supposed to come. As soon as we get back off winter break in January, whatever else, we mid-February. I've been asking about my pill for 3 weeks, but we steady been playing. So I'm asking. I keep asking. I ain't tripping over it, though. But I'm like, yo, something going on funny with the money. I got an 04 Pontiac Bonneville that the starter and the ignition end up being messed up. So I fixed the starter. I'm under there starting it by myself with a wrench up under the car trying to get the turnover. That's how I realized it was the ignition.
Right.
Long story short, the car cannot move. Where we stay at, this is just some background. On the left side of the parking lot, you can park overnight. On the right side of the parking lot, you can't park. Youngstown State has a self-sufficient parking company. Meaning they pay their employees buy however many tickets they get.
Oh, I'm getting you.
Tickets are $100 a piece. I say all this because this is what I find out. In the moment, it is what it is.
Right.
I'm continuing to ask, just about my pill. I got stuff that I need to happen and that needs to go on with my money. I'm asking my coach. So now we playing Thursday, Saturday, every week. So when I asked my coach after we went on Saturday, I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna go to the Burst Stores office on Monday. I've been looking for my check about 2-3 weeks now. They sent it home one time before because my direct deposit was set up. But I'm just trying to figure it out. Mind you, just win. We 6-0. We on a 6-game win streak. He like, yeah, I wasn't gonna tell you. They been told me that they sent the check home for $800, and instantly,
What?
Now the kid that I've been able to understand how to play this game. A teacher in 9th grade gave me that, like, you got to learn how to play a game. She gave me that gem. So I've been blessed to be able to know how to act in certain rooms, how to respond to certain people, how to do what it is. In my heart of hearts, I can always still be this kid from Lorraine. Like, that's who I'll bring it out if need be. It's hard bottling that up. When I was young, I'm anger managed. I'm like, I'll fire off on you before I argue. I don't want to do any of that. Mm-hmm. Now, all of that is, so when I hear that, one, I hear, you just used me. 2, you been new and just kept lying to my face. 3, where's my other $2,400?
Yeah.
4, now I can't take care of what I'm supposed to be taking care of. But y'all, I show y'all better than I can tell y'all. So I'm hot though. You feel me? Win, everybody tripping, I'm hot. This particular coach, he'd give you his left arm if he need to. But he old, you feel me, Italian dude, and he got a mouth that's crazy. So like he go in the other room, but he talking to people like, I don't know why he mad at me.
What the fuck you mean? Why I'm mad?
Fuck you keep talking about now I'm in that mode. Yep. Say something.
Oh, you want nigga? Nigga here now.
Man, they say something, I punch the wall. I shoot this bitch up, y'all give me my money, I'm trimming. Grateful again. Here's the guy in the corner. I'll be expelled from school. I'm sorry.
Right.
Bro, so punch a hole in the wall, he tripping, boom, I call it joint. The shorty I'm messing with, man, bring the joint up here. I ain't again, watch the company you keep. She don't tell me I'm tripping. She bring it. Niggas just say, it died down. Sunday come, I'm not going to practice or film, I'm not doing none of that. Monday morning come, they calling me. Nas, where you at? I'm not going to campus. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not coming to class. I'm not coming to practice. So I get my money. I'm walking through campus. They like, go see the AD. This is why it's scary being from your environment and understand where you know. I'm glad that I had sports in my life to be able to channel everything that I have inside. Because when I get to in that moment, I'm in the office with the AD and the assistant AD, who's the money lady and everything. They trying to explain to me what happened. Yeah, they saying whatever. I'm in the office like, mom is cool. My mom been and cussed out everybody on campus because we know we can really do the educated side. We go to all the loopholes, do whatever. I'm in the office like, mom, you're going to have to come get me from the county. I'm telling her like, your daughter go to this school. Your son, you live at this address, right?
I need that.
No, they're looking at me dead in my face because that's how far
I'm thinking.
My mind.
One is thinking, yeah.
I walk straight out. They keep telling me, I don't hear what I want to hear. I don't know. I'm telling y'all where I'm willing to take it. Because now for me, if this was the streets and we go back to, you can't owe me $2,400 and it's a respect.
Right.
Which that's not
Ain't
the
no more
right way
talk.
to go about stuff at all. I could easily been out of school and Boosie. I leave there, I walk. Now I'm going to parking services. Somehow, by the time I get to parking services, my mind switched back into that mode of be an educated you and kill them with what they don't know.
You just calm down. I
just gave them everything that they ever say we are.
Right.
Now let's flip the switch. That's where flipping the switch worked for me because when I get to that office and he want to be high and almighty, I beat them at their own game. So now I went to your black and white, per your policy online, and it's black and white, which is a contract that you got to become binding of. It says after 3 tows, after 3 tickets, you tow the car. So at most, the tickets can only get up to $300.
Oh, so they kept giving.
They're wiping the snow off my car, put the tickets on. So he like, oh no, we don't really want to tow people's car, and he looking on his thing. Like, bro, we can get a lawyer.
Facts.
If you want, like, you lost the case.
You lost
right here.
But they ain't. That's that pride.
Now it kills him that he know. Now he like, wait a minute, you actually know what you're talking about. No,
Facts.
I'm very
aware.
and aware. And I say all that to say, we end up meeting in the middle. I probably only give him like $700. They cut me the rest of my money. It is what it is. But understanding how to channel everything that
Your anger
from and getting to where you get to
be able to be like
college to do that to you because we still got all the same pressures that y'all got at home. We still bro, we still do everything. We just
I got a little bit more. I got a little bit more to be real.
Get
I mean,
whatever else it is, and then like you say, that buying of that contract. When you go into a school, yo, scholarship got to be renewed every year.
Every year.
This is a business.
So board.
So you thinking that?
So they give you a scholarship, and you still gotta earn that scholarship.
Yeah, like technically, that's why you. Get
So it ain't no 4-year scholarship type ordeal.
Why people who didn't know, this is why you get the transfer portal rule where you don't have to sit a year, where you can get a waiver, you can go to a school right away. Because coaches force kids out a lot. A kid can come thinking he's on a 4-year scholarship, but it's not. It's like every other job. If you're not performing or producing in the space where you're supposed to, I'm gonna get somebody who can.
And once they get them niggas in there,
You gone. Yeah.
If you teeter in that fence and say you was in a position where he was, and you like, fuck this shit, I'm mad, fuck all this,
Scholarship
I don't give a fuck
gone.
about none of this. You know what they doing? Yeah. We got little Malcolm. He's sitting at the crib right now, about to go ahead and sign this motherfucker.
I tell you the truth,
we gonna get him the
That's
fuck up out of here.
Youngstown State taught me the business of
Whoa.
basketball. I'm glad I was not like ever in that position. But that's
Right.
I understood. You got to think this is not high school. Rossitano has a day job. Basketball is second. Our coach's job is this. If we don't win games, his family don't eat. If you don't do what you're supposed to, I have to get somebody that
will.
Because what am I supposed to tell my daughters and wife? So I know when I'm getting in this game, first, coach, what is it that I need to do?
Gotcha.
Keep it basketball, anything in between these lines, I do anything for you. But you tell me my job, I make sure it's done. Anything extra that comes after that, it just comes. It's gonna happen as a bipartisan.
That's crazy.
So,
That's a gem I ain't know. I thought you just got a 4-banger and then.
So literally, it's a bunch of dudes.
Whether you play or don't.
Getting in situations where your coach forcing you out. I was playing games at Youngstown State because he came in April. That's late because people getting their summer session started in May if they go on first summer session.
Okay.
So we put together a team instantly. He kept 8 dudes from the old team. He put 8-9 new dudes in there. Most coaches, they giving you 3 years because they letting you cipher out them dudes who already was there to where they say you really got your guys.
Gotcha.
Behind the sophomore, I'm sitting behind the freshman.
It was 2 teams completely divided. I want to blow this team up, but we going to play games with just the head coach and 1 assistant. They're out recruiting while we're playing our game. I'm playing Indiana at Assembly Hall, and they're out on the road.
Yeah,
going
kids.
to go look. Your coach telling you to your face, I loved my coach because he was real. You can come in that office and we can have a heart-to-heart. We can tell what exactly it is you want to hear. He's not going to sugarcoat to you.
That's fire. You don't find too many of them.
No, you don't, because there's a lot of people that bullshit you.
Yeah.
He's telling you, bro, I don't have to keep
you here. Yeah.
Oh, I got horses on the way. You can't do it? Oh, so you telling me that you can't go out there and I'll find somebody who will.
Oh, you fucked up?
Like,
you fucked up? You know what? Don't worry about it.
That you not, and I come across dudes who that I want them to understand and appreciate where your feet are and get everything you're supposed to get out of it, because there's stuff like that that's not in your control. We come from these situations. They bless you like before NIL and all that come out. Yeah, we getting stipends, we getting everything else. You're getting paid by getting a $25,000 scholarship every year and the opportunity to be in rooms and play in front of people that you never know that can take you wherever else you at. Understand that.
I say that to a lot of kids too.
Yeah,
but they don't.
As far as
like he was saying earlier, and this to lead into like, you know what I'm saying, about playing, going and even having to have this experience produced verbally to say like, hey, if you are or you find yourself the third wheel on the basketball team, but you killing and it's people in the stands, and you get picked up and you get to be put in college, or you get to be put in these situations, like these are the things that you will have to go through as a young athlete. Yeah. And it is not all we on a shoe program, we got this, we got all this gear and all that. No, nigga.
Nah.
Them niggas that's sitting at the end of Duke and that's sitting at the end of fucking Wake Forest and all that, them niggas eat noodles.
Yeah.
Them niggas is fucked up.
You can get a little more money.
Yeah,
give you some little stuff on the card. But at the end of the day, for me, I guess I understood it because I never told my peoples I was going to leave. Yeah. My mom asked me like, I'm in the middle of school, and I always appreciate this because everybody didn't have it. My mom and dad were gonna let me be whatever I wanted to be. So because of that, I got to really flourish in so many other things. I rap a little bit here and there. I design clothes. I like drawing pictures. I play basketball. I'm intelligent in school. I do because whatever I wanted to do,
I was
they're
allowed.
like, go live your life and
And do it.
explore that. I'm not trying to live my life through you, which a lot of parents do. Or I'm not trying to force you into what I feel like you should be
doing.
So
A lot of parents get caught up in the meal ticket type ordeal. I mean, so
say
that's
that,
dope.
Like everybody I've ever been around always said, like even to this day, obviously, like you feel obligated to do certain things, whatever else it was. Nobody asked me for nothing. Like I don't want nothing from you. I was gonna love you if you was a janitor. I was gonna love you if you was in the league.
That's the people you need. That's the people we need. You know what I mean? Like
So-
personally around us.
Everybody, yeah.
When I'm in them moments, that's how I am who I am. I
Gotcha.
tell everybody to appreciate where your feet are because what you don't know is that when I'm saying that 40-year decision, everybody that's sitting front row, that got on the khakis, that got on the Skechers shoes, that got on the half-quarter zip.
They own something, or yeah.
He worth $2 million from the crib. He worth this. I say this about Youngstown, right? Needless to say where they got their money from, you know.
Right.
It's arguable. Whatever. Dude who on the 49ers is from Youngstown. It's a dude who's got ownership in Phantom Fireworks. One of our boosters makes $3 million from the crib. Jim Trussell is Jim Trussell as a president.
You right. Damn. Yeah.
So
Shit.
many people who have influence that's silent, that you never know their name. The Cafaros are boosters. You can look up the Cafaros right now on your phone. In
Crazy.
1998, their net worth was 800, 900
what I'm
million.
saying.
So like, that's the piece of college that you need to go and get from.
He's
When
saying
he
build
says,
relationships, people.
Like
Network.
If you missing
when
it,
Matt
network.
say it's a scam, yes, there's valuable knowledge that they do give you. But like again, your first 2 years, no matter what your degree is for, is gonna be the same as what you just did in high school, which was the same as you did in middle school.
Prerequisites.
Prereqs, all of that. You don't get specialized till your last 2 years, and even then, unless you're doing something for real,
It's
it
kind
is
of
what
the
it
same
is.
here.
Then they give you a job, and if you didn't have a scholarship, you're gonna make less than what your student loans are. So you living your life to be comfortable enough to stay in the system, to not really ever get ahead, but to feel comfortable.
That's
Gotcha.
So
That's
the
the main
biggest
thing.
piece is, yeah, you're gonna get your education, but there's so many people that's my age, and I say that again to tell people to stop living into the social media world, the stuff that's fake or what people put their perception in. So many people who you try to tell us our whole life, go to school, go to school, go to school, go to school. But you can go be a welder, you can go do hair, you can go cut hair, you can go live your own life.
It's crazy. We just talked about a trade.
Go get your CDL because those are the type of things that they can't take away from you. You can tell us go to school as if that's the only way because that's the only way they want us to be. Why? Because I can have a degree right now and a master's
And
be
not
working
have a
at
job.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Because there's not jobs to give you.
Yeah.
The reality of where the world is going too, bro. I worked in engineering, I was in tech, I switched and went to business and got a business degree. A lot of people's jobs going to be taken over by like robots or
Robots, bro.
Let's
I'm about to
use-
buy a robo vacuum in this bitch, nigga.
Let's use Walmart, right?
It's crazy.
You go to Walmart 10 years ago.
Got people.
You got people at every single
Two
plant.
people. It was a motherfucker bringing
Back-
you
yeah,
in.
yeah, back.
It was a nigga at Walmart that would tell you to say, "Hey, this lane is open," and it was a nigga at the cashier spot.
Maybe 3 because the bagger.
Then you had a bagging motherfucker.
Now you got
Self checkout.
self-checkout
That's
here.
crazy.
You got self-checkout here. You get
McDonald's,
stores,
too.
You get stores like Myers where if you got a Myers app on your phone, you can go in Myers and you can scan your groceries as you in the store and cash out without ever going to a register.
I don't have to. I don't have
So
to go.
what does that say to somebody who needs a job? Why would we give you $16,000, $17,000 an hour? A lot of people don't understand the business world. We're trying to save overhead. We're trying to save the money, our salary, what we want to do. That's extra jobs. That's extra money that got to be put out. Why do that when you can do that yourself?
Trade, man.
So
I'm
get a trade.
Yeah, I'm
So
big into
Smart.
that.
That's the smartest way to go.
Again,
but
you
people
have
people go to college.
Go to college.
Please,
For me,
people go to college.
my goal is to give my son all the gym. Not only my son, I'm going to start a foundation. I'm going to tell them why we on here.
Right.
1% Foundation is probably one of my next moves. It's
Gotcha.
about all the knowledge I've gained, all and been blessed to get up into this point in my young life.
Give out.
To gateway everybody to understand. Here's how we get to the 1%. They don't want us to be in it. The only thing that's separating us from the 1% is information. Education of what we don't have.
Go to a library.
So, let me give you what they used to say. If you want to hide something from a nigga,
Put it in a book.
So, legitimately, here's all the things that they tell you. Every time I've been in one of them rooms, everybody will tell you their biggest thing is he pays attention. That kid writing notes. He asking the right questions. He doing it. Why? Because I know my whole end goal. It's the story of Robin Hood. Mm-hmm. I came to steal from y'all to go give back at home so everybody can know that they can do this. I want kids to know that you can have every single lane you want to have. Because college taught me, when they say it's the who you know, it's really the who you know more than the what you know. You have to know something.
Right.
But if you don't have nobody to pull you through that door,
so you might not get through it.
Nowhere. So there's somebody who can go to school just like me and get the same business degree as me. They can go get the same exact master's I got.
But didn't network, then talk to nobody. Yeah.
So you don't have nobody that's gonna say, I like that kid, I like his attitude, I like who he is. Yeah, nah, like I got a job for you, 150,000 starting out. At
I got your resume. Yeah, you don't need no resume.
That's important for.
Spook
I think all kids need to build that, but it's even more important, in my opinion, for athletes to understand that, because I feel a lot of athletes go to school and say, "Hey, they gave me a scholarship." I ain't really, I don't have to network. I'm good off this situation that I'm in. You know what I mean?
Like the stigma of like athlete, like where it's like, oh, you just an athlete. Like you just like
some kids are okay with that though, man. You know what I mean? To where they're not doing what he's doing.
I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it. I'm talking about when you get to a certain point where the athlete thing starts to become
bigger than everything else.
Like I'm not just an athlete. Like I didn't come here. Yes, I came here to play basketball. I do that. But
it takes people like him though.
When you get to a certain point, you looking around at all the motherfuckers playing basketball. I know I can play basketball, but when we was on this visit, you didn't take me to the Thurgood Marshall Library where that shit is at. You ain't take me over here to where I want to know where that's at. I'm Michael Schofield.
Unfortunately, I say for a lot of kids, and maybe he can, testify for it, it's too late. For a lot of kids, it's almost, they wait till, damn, I ain't playing how I used to. I ain't doing this how I'm used to. I'm not doing that. It sucks, but it's too late.
And not to cut you off again, so I got two things on that. One, a lot of people don't have real conversations with kids when they're supposed to.
Facts.
I'm not saying kill nobody's dreams, but I'm saying you have to have a real genuine conversation with people about where it is that they want to go to and the reality of what that is.
You more like me. I tell you suck in a minute.
Jobs in the NBA. 400 jobs in the NBA. There's 1,700 at one point NFL players. Where you're trying to get to and the things you got to go through and the hurdles you have to jump and so much that's out of your control. I'm telling you right now, bro, it's the people who you see, bro, there's dudes in the locker room on the practice squad that's better than the dudes you see every Sunday.
Man, y'all see.
But because of, like, when people say
the
it's politics
it is.
and you can get into all of that and what that means, there's stuff that's out of your control. If the league was about who's the nicest,
don't go too far, Nas. I want to see you in the league.
The league was about who'd be the nicest.
I want to see you.
It'll be a league full of crackheads.
Yeah, don't go.
We ain't gonna get into all of that.
Yeah, I want
legitimately like that, and not understanding where your feet is. Like you said, that the athlete juncture. For me, I never was gonna be labeled as an athlete. So like I am an athlete and it is what it is, but I also know who I am and what I want out of life. This ball stops. A lot of people, even dudes who go to the league, they hide behind the money, they hide behind the cars, they hide behind whatever else it is.
And don't know how to manage that shit and it's gone.
They never knew nothing else in their life. They never experienced this. They don't know what they like. They don't know what they get into. Or you get people, and we can bring this up later on or whatever else. You get a Kyrie, or you get a LeBron at some point, or you get a whenever they put you out of, you try to be who you really are. It's shut up and dribble. Just do this. But the problem is they try to put you so far, and I say that from being a kid who's been on the best AAU teams and doing whatever else it is. From the moment you nice and you on the radar, it's you can't tweet that. You don't
Can't
represent,
say that.
You don't represent yourself. You represent this team. You represent this university. You represent NCAA. Watch what you tweet. Watch what you. I had my coaches every time, bro. People was bringing me Twitter clippings from schools in high school.
So that's for the kids or athletes. That is a big thing. They are watching your social.
Your past is gonna come up regardless.
Some kids don't believe this.
I tell the story.
Oh no, I know.
So I tell a story. Just because
crazy.
A lot of people don't know this either. I lost my offer to Yale because of a picture on my Twitter. I had a picture on my Twitter, me and my friends. You can't even tell where I'm at in the picture. But, yeah, we in the picture, shirts off, whatever else it is. I got something on my head. It is what it is. Mind you, talk to Yale 4 or 5 times. Come to the school, sit in front of me, know my character, know everything it is that I have going on. They simply look my Twitter up, obviously what they do. They got anybody who like, bro, there's people
They got bots. Oh, they the bots.
Okay.
They the bots.
That's what
They the bots.
athletes. You hear them.
I walk into the gym one day just for practice. Corey walked up to me with a piece of paper folded up.
Slid.
What's this? I'm like, bro, it's my Twitter. Like, what you mean? He like, yeah, but the picture. Like, bro, ain't nothing. It's man, people. He like, long story short, such and such think you a gang kid. They out.
It's just funny. My son, not to cut you off, my son plays basketball. Corey uses that analogy for the past couple years. Since like kind of you've been gone a little bit. He never says the name there. He gives examples when he goes on his Twitter and social media talk. So that's funny that you.
It's like
I literally just heard this story, but didn't know that
I tell people
it was you.
Like legit, I was that kid who I've been fond of speaking my mind.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with whatever consequence you have. Again, if I'm gonna say what I want to say and get
right.
it because I'm gonna stand on something. Like, and
fact.
that's what it's gonna be.
Or I'm gonna fall for anything.
So at that point, like, it's like, damn, I had to really learn
how to navigate
to understand the room and get to where you want to. That's why the best thing that I would say for athletes to do up until you get into the point to where you are really allowed to have a voice, which is really not until you out the league or whatever else it is.
Facts.
Unless you are the LeBrons or you whoever else, and then again you might still be, a puppet. We ain't gonna talk about that.
right.
I already was mad at my nigga for that shit.
It's to really probably not have a Twitter or not have an Instagram and like.
Y'all hear that?
Else navigate it. Like when you go on my Twitter, you go on Instagram, or you do whatever else it is, it'll be a picture here or a picture every 6 months. As an athlete, you can't advertise the life of what it is that you want to be because you can't be in certain rooms. Like, bro, you're not a rapper. Rappers get paid to live our life.
Yeah.
They get paid to do what we did in the hood or in the city every day. As an athlete,
no,
bro, they're looking at you as this kid looking up to you, and this kid wants to do this, and you can't. So you gotta walk a certain line while still being true to who you are.
I was just listening to this TV show, and it's called Blue Bloods. And the old commissioner was on there just basically saying, like, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, shit wasn't like that. Shit was like this, you can go on woo-woo, gangsters and woo-woo. Mm-hmm. But he said something in there that was like, back in the day, we knew that the bad stuff was going on over there. But everybody knew the line. And when you crossed it, everybody knew what came.
What's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You knew what came with crossing the line. You knew what came with everything. So with these kids and with somebody like him and even people that's older or whatever, when y'all get in these rooms or you get presented with an opportunity or a situation, bro, know everything about that line before you cross it.
For sure.
Know everything that come with it and stand 10 toes down in your decision, good or bad, whatever comes.
And hold yourself accountable. Accountability and discipline will take you a whole lot of places in life.
Put you in different rooms.
Again, for me, like you said, if I had an opportunity and I played with it, who can I be mad with? If they invited me to mini camp, and before I got invited to mini camp, I took a vacation to Miami, then I went to Vegas, and
Can't be mad at them.
When I get there and it don't work, what I'm saying, man, they was tripping. They ain't want me. No, when they called me and said you got to invite the mini camp, what I do? Hey, babe, we canceling that Miami trip. She like, damn, for real? No, because if I'm gonna give myself the best chance possible. I ain't played football in 6 years. Hey, coach, I need you to do this. We need this. We at the field 5 days a week. I'm going twice. I'm 6 a.m. We 4:30. I'm lifting in between that. Because at the end of the day, the best thing, and my uncle said right when I got the thing, if you give me a chance to bet on anything, I'm gonna bet on myself. So you give me a chance to bet on me.
Yeah.
You giving me the tools. You telling me.
You taking all we need for everybody in our community. All we look for is for somebody to give us that opportunity.
Agreed.
If we have the opportunity, a lot of us would be in different places. A lot of the times we don't stay disciplined enough to right when the opportunity is about to come. A lot of dudes quit and that call was coming tomorrow. A lot of dudes don't have that blind faith enough to know that school's finna just offer you. Or that this was finna happen. You go do the easy thing. It's hard to be disciplined. I tell dudes this all the time, bro, because dudes be naive to the fact, like, I got friends who want to make it as rappers, or I got friends who, okay, say you want to get in the streets or something, but I say, so if I told you this, yo, Mac, I got this lick we gonna hit, bro. It's probably gonna take you 18 years for it cash all the way out. You gonna have a little benefits in between,
right?
But you gonna have to stick with dude. We gonna have to watch him. 18, maybe 20 years. You're going to have to do whatever else. You ain't going to really get no, like, you just got to stay in it and hope.
9 out of 10, they ain't trying to take that lead.
You know, when you get there,
you're gonna reap that.
It might get a bit. It's a might at the end. You ain't. He might not have it, but he might do. That's sports.
Facts.
From the time I'm 5 years old and I got a dream to go to the league, I'm trying to be the best in the room. I'm getting good grades. I'm sticking to the code. We don't get a payday. I'm doing everything possible the right way. And the sad reality is you can do everything right and
it may not get it
done wrong. So then that's why we said earlier that it's so easy to fall off the fucking track. Because I'm sitting here, I'm going to school, I'm paying tithes and offering, I'm saying hi to old people, I'm doing all this shit. Right? And the nigga that just shot 3 niggas, shot dice over there, robbed this shit, man, this nigga is a first round draft pick. So what the fuck was I doing?
And what did I do wrong? And that's what, like, it's so hard that you got to fight that battle with yourself every day as somebody in our community to just stay true to who you are and understand that.
Like you said, stay grounded.
For everybody, money ain't going to be what the answer is. God blesses people with different fruition.
We talk about that all the time. I wanted them.
I tell this story, right? People from the city can connect with it, right? Every time one of my peers call me and we talk about stuff, I say, bro, everybody, like, there's a reason there's a 1% in the world. Everybody's not going to be a multi-millionaire. Yeah, everybody can have them aspirations, but it just doesn't happen, bro. The majority of people don't get there. Yeah, it's a middle class where you're going to make 100, you can make 200, you can be
live good.
You'll be fine. You're going to live good. You can live comfortably by your means. I said, but when you running your own race, that's what your level of success is. So let's think about the cool dude run around the city, right?
Yep.
He rides around town. He do birthday parties. He got cool cups in stores. He see you at the gas station. He's selling cool cups with his mom's recipe. If you ask him, he probably living his dream. He's successful. It's funded. It's all extras.
He good.
He good. We all just see the fake shit on Instagram.
You selling cool cups? I mean, that's corny.
That's whack. You ain't
got it. Totally agree.
And that's the problem too. I told Mac before we started. It's important to know who you really are and who you're not. So, bro, you out here trying to figure out why you keep falling in the same. You ain't really made no money. You in the same position
because you're not a hustler.
That's why I said no. That could be part, but the problem with people, they're chasing other people's happiness,
and that's
bro.
Not who you are. Like when you trace who you
crazy
are and you do stuff that align with you. This is why I tell
you'll be
Don't
happy.
take business classes because when businesses don't do stuff that align with what they
separate
what their business strategy is, they fail. So when you doing what you really supposed to want to do in life, bro, that's the dream.
You winning.
You winning because money's gonna come as a bipartisan, and then it's not about the money. You doing what you love, but when you trying to be somebody that you not,
that's the
bad shit come to you. So you got dudes out here who you you get a little bit of money here and there. Boom, now you go to jail for 10 more years. Or this is why you see people snitch. Because, no, legitimately, this was never your life, bro. You was a basketball player. Mm-hmm. They got cut from the basketball team. So now you rap.
That got caught with your first hand to hand, and you really
now you
never
went outside, and because you didn't thought something, bro. You was working at Wendy's or you was working at McDonald's. You might have worked at the little local drive-through, and then now you like, okay, forget that. Now I'm gonna go get a little bag. I'm gonna try this.
Well, gotta get tattoos first.
Yeah,
gotta get tattoos.
My fault. Now,
gotta get tattoos.
Now you run into somebody who that's really their life, or they arrest you, and that's not really who you were. So when you go in that room. Your true self come out.
Sometimes you get arrested, they don't even want you. They just want what you're doing.
But that's the reason. But he's setting it up for saying that your ass get in that room and you in there and they getting you the KFC, the McDonald's and all that, and you done told on niggas because you really not.
That's never who you were at heart. I'm with you. Because you was scared, like he said again, it's hip to be square because you were never confident enough to be yourself, bro. You wanted to go sing. So why not?
Because everybody says singing ain't cool.
It was cool back in the day when everybody had a boy band and they was living in the projects.
Speaking of singing, shit like this about people being themselves. Like me and my little brothers, like me and my brothers, we always been ourselves. My older brother, best basketball player I ever seen in my life. I don't care what but best basketball player I ever seen in my life. Just didn't give a fuck, right? You got me. I ain't really care. I only did that shit because females was involved, and it was like, oh, this bitch ass nigga can do it. Oh, you practice for hours. Let me get out here for 5 minutes and show y'all what's up. But then like my little brother, this nigga don't play no sports, don't do nothing. Nigga sing, right? Let a nigga say like, woo, woo, woo. Oh, nigga, you corny. Man, my little brother stomping you out, beating your dog, walking you, this, that, and will hit a note right while he doing it type shit. But that's just, he already knew who he was.
Facts.
You feel me? It's different. It's hard for somebody to tell you,
you corny or
engineer. You over there and toot toot and woo woo and toot. You an engineer. What you know about engineer? Then you start saying some engineer shit, nigga. Oh, this nigga.
Yeah. Or then I tell him like the only thing that's like really attractive to everybody that's in the streets is fast money.
That's it.
And how it come and how quick it go. People don't like the slow grind and the really putting in the everyday work.
They don't like to put in work. Yeah.
People don't like that. So
2 weeks a motherfucker.
I can tell somebody like, bruh, yeah, you gonna get this job. They're gonna pay you $100,000. You would rather say, I'm gonna go hustle. I'm gonna go do this. And I'm gonna go flip this. And at the end of the year, I bet you ain't made 100,000.
Facts.
You probably didn't make 20.
I was about to say you ain't make a quarter of that.
20, but
it felt again, good though.
And this is what I don't get either. I'm older than my age and just having a little bit of wisdom and all of that. When I go back, I really study stuff. I like history. I like Nas. I'm gonna go dissect some shit. Bro, the purpose of the streets back in the day was to get out the streets.
He talking that shit.
I'm telling you, bro.
Get in the streets now.
I like you, man.
It's a hobby or it's the cool thing.
No, it's cool.
Everybody back in the day got in.
We were just talking about the crackheads.
I was just telling niggas.
It was cool. It wasn't cool when we were back in the day to use drugs.
Like I was telling you back in the day, I didn't use drugs. I didn't do nothing. We drank a little bit. That was it, right? Yeah. But back in the day when I pulled up my favorite rapper Nas, he told me how to get the bag, where to take the bag to, how to get it off, and then make sure you ain't around certain motherfuckers that this, that, and the third. Now niggas, I'm trying to get the perk, get the bag,
that's crazy.
Chew the perk, smoke the bag, and do all this shit, and then
it's like, bro. So you really think I done went out here and hustled all day long? I done got what I got. Now you want to go to the strip club and everything I worked for. I'm gonna give her all of it. But you want her because you like, bro, she bossed up, she banded up. You just gave her everything.
Just gave her everything
for it.
Well, ladies, this athlete is not finna give you.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
No, I'm just
you kick it when you got that to do. The problem be people want to live a buddy needs again. So I'm saying, go get me some purple jeans.
For what? For a tag that you gonna wear them same fucking jeans until you get your next bag, bitch.
Yeah. Self-esteem. Here we go with it again. For me, confident in myself, we can go get the same shorties if I got on a t-shirt and
Or
a
not.
basketball shorts, I'm gonna walk around here in the UGG slippers.
We
with
talk
Nike
about that
sweats
too.
They gave me for free with the hoodie that's
Well-
from my friend. We don't gotta put on nothing. I don't gotta
What's our
change,
saying?
I don't gotta have
Just
nothing.
make them
I'm
what?
going to go get me a haircut.
And I'm
Definitely
gonna
need a
get
cut. Need a haircut. Definitely need a
Feel
haircut.
you off your energy, whatever it is.
Yeah.
gotta
You
say.
can have on all the Balenciaga, right? You can have
Still
on,
could be that corny
listen,
nigga.
you can have on all the Balenciaga. You can have 80 coming out, 40 in this pocket, 40 in this pocket, right? And all of that shit. You know what I'm gonna do? Make her laugh.
Yeah.
So all that shit that niggas be looking at and having and thinking that you stop it, man. Perception is a motherfucker.
Two questions before we wrap up. Let's fast forward. I want to touch on
Pause.
what.
No, we're not doing
Oh
that.
fuck, man.
We're not doing that.
Pause, man.
Like the first time I thought you said it.
What?
No.
It's the first time I said it,
No.
man.
Conversations was serious, but I'm.
I knew that was coming. We do this shit all the time.
That's you,
Nah, it's
bro.
pause. But
Your vocab.
so what made you just for people, what made you go to Clemson? Did you feel it was a bigger platform? What was your
Gotcha.
in your decision making to go?
So for me, it was two things. Again, it all comes back to the martyrs. I really like when I read and I'm big on the history of people. Even we go back to the Alexander the Greats. We go into all of that. Like I really think like I'm supposed to be cut from that cloth. I
Gotcha.
get into all of that type stuff. So every time I do something, I'm thinking about home. Yes, I went to Youngstown State as a kid that was green. By the time I left Youngstown State, when you click my Instagram, it say start unknown, finish unforgettable.
Fire.
When I went to Youngstown State,
Okay.
cool. Who's this kid from up the road? Yeah, we got some history. By the time I left, it's record books.
You're the number one. Hold on. I did a little stat chasing on you. Are you second in all time rebounds
Yeah, Division I all-time leading rebounder
for Youngstown
for
State?
Youngstown State. If
Gotcha.
I missed 5 games while I'm at Youngstown and had a COVID season cut short. I finished with 998. I'd have been the first Division I player to have 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds at Youngstown State. When I left Youngstown State, I had 1,275 points, 990 rebounds, 200 something, like 250 assists. I was one of 22 players since 1970.
Facts. So you're gonna be in the Youngstown State fucking Hall of Fame.
We gonna, when it
Yes,
comes, it comes.
yeah.
So at that point, they're selling me on all of that. You know, like if I stay another year, we go to that tournament. I get that statue we talk about. I do
record books.
but for me, it's like I have nothing. I'm weighing that out. Only thing outside of winning the championship, I've done everything I was supposed to do here. We started winning games. I understood that the best that's gonna happen in Youngstown State is gonna be after me. We laying the foundation right now.
Gotcha.
I'm comfortable with understanding what the foundation is.
That's why you had to leave.
While I'm making a decision, is do I go overseas? I'm coming off an average of 17, 8, and 3. Do I want to test these waters with this league? I also know the politics that come into it. They see a kid and you can average 17, 8, and 3, but if they don't like the way you do it, it don't matter. So you can put me in the gym. Throw me in the gym. I cook him. But they like, yeah, he's 6'6", and is he a guard? Is he a this?
They are. They looking at.
He don't shoot
What's that
threes.
one word? What is this potential?
No.
yeah,
Legit.
what is
So it's
potential?
about you have to fit a mold. That's
Right.
why when I say like it's not about who's the best. It's about what can we turn you into. You 23, you a senior. We like young dudes, 17. Jason Tatum was 23 in the finals. So by the time you try to do 4 years in school, yeah, we probably want you. Like the NBA is the only league in the entire world that wants younger as opposed to older.
Got
dudes.
you.
Like we want you to develop and then become that by the time you 20. You know what I mean? So it's stuff like that. So I'm weighing that out.
That's the NBA's problem.
I'm also weighing, because let's be clear, you get a team like, I don't know if y'all hit to win a team from Australia, the 36ers come and they beat Phoenix, right? People who are in the basketball world understand that the NBA doesn't have the best 450 basketball players. They have the best superstars. So outside of those top 25 that we can
Get your
name,
ass busted.
there's a bunch of dudes across that water that are pound for pound better than dudes that are role players in the NBA. There's a lot of people in the NBA that are, you have the top people.
Then roll, yeah.
Down because you get a bunch of dudes who sit, and the last time they actually really had real action might have been that 1 year in college. Now you 23, 24, 25. You don't really have
much,
in the world, and you're in a league that's set up for you to score. Like that, the NBA game is way different than what college is. Where people are running systems.
It's defense in college.
Three, we doing it. When you in the league, we just made the floor wider.
Go ahead.
We made it. You know what I mean? That's what they want the league to be because it's more exciting. I'm weighing that out. I really and as a man, it kind of hurt me because I hated how I did it. I had told my coaches, it's between going overseas or I'm coming back.
Oh, you ain't telling me.
Back to Youngstown.
Yeah, but it kept playing on my head though. Do I go? I tested overseas for so long, but they telling me, bro, if you tell me at 10 years old, if you go to college and you go average 17, 8, and 3, you think you going league.
Facts.
I know I'm going league.
They're going to give me a shot.
Facts.
Folks on the phone telling you, we don't really know. Like, we know you don't shoot threes. They don't want to hear you have sense. Why would I shoot a 3 if everybody on my team shooting threes and that ain't my role? Their perception is everything.
Got you.
So when I'm averaging 17, 8, 3 and I shoot no threes, there's only 1 or 2 coaches who in that portal said, hey, you do realize that you really could average 25.
If you shot threes.
They bro, you know how good you got to be to average 17 points, all tools.
And this nigga can shoot them.
And I only shot 50% from the line. So they go make 2 more free throws, go do this. Bro, we know what we can turn you into. Me getting into the portal was to understand. There's coaches calling me nah, if you do and they let you play your game at that level, the league needs another Draymond.
Yeah.
The leagues, they're searching for somebody that's coming in there. You can do it, but they're going to play that role. So I entertained all that. Going to Clemson, I got a son. My son, at that point, he wasn't even a year old yet. My son, probably 8 months when I'm getting ready to make my decision.
Gotcha.
So his mom didn't like change that much. She's not coming overseas with me, and we not coming overseas for $2,500 a month. I'll go get a job. I can stay here. I'm telling her, I'm involving her in the situation. Youngstown State makes the most sense. I won't go and venture off because I know here, they're gonna give me the ball. I'm gonna get every single shot. It's gonna.
That's what I was thinking. I was shocked when you left.
Familiar with us, we know it.
We familiar, but for me, it's not about. I'm proven here. I can go to Youngstown State. It's just I get the same love I do at home.
Right.
When I come, it's hey, what you need? You need this. Boom. Where you need to stay? Where you do?
Yep.
So for me, it's in life, you have to go take the
chances.
Risk.
Okay.
And you got to take them. You never know. So I'm gonna do it. You talking about ACC, Duke?
That's a big. Yeah, that's a big.
Also, when I was a kid, who could I look up and say, "Bro, you from the city in the ACC"? Nobody
playing these teams. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And again, I say all that to say, I wasn't the best player on my high school team.
Right.
This is for the kids. It's telling you, bro. If you work, you can get to wherever you want to.
Tell them all the time.
So,
nigga said he was not the best player.
I get to the ACC. I'm like, bro, this is about. I'm finna be on TV every single day.
Exposure. Okay.
You're to the point to where it's more just about. You can go to this school. Now you can be at this school. You can play the Dukes. You can go get this network of people.
Seeing is believing.
Okay.
I want y'all to be able to see this and touch this. Same with when, So, and also now for my son, I'm here for another year. I get to be there when he's walking. I get to be there while he's doing everything else. I'm calling. When you in that position, you can call some shots. Well, I need this.
Right.
We got a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom townhouse for you if you need that with this stipend and them the decisions I'm making. There were schools that I probably would have went to, but schools called me and was honest. We can't support a family. We can't, and I respect that. Because they respect me.
that was
coming
fire.
on that phone
Yeah.
as a man, because now I'm in the
shit
room
about
to be
basketball.
able to
I'm just
do what
telling
it is.
my family.
I'm telling you the truth about what it is. I'm confident that I can blend wherever we want to blend. You get me around a bunch of dudes who work hard. I want to be coached. I want stuff to be gritty. Give me a fair shot. I'll get on the floor. I had frustrations at Clemson. Yes. Why? Because they tell you everything they want to tell you. Them people sell you dreams. Don't get me wrong.
get you in there.
They tell you you're gonna start. They're gonna do the whole line. They tell you that to get you there. Some of them do honor the things they say. But like, bro, people don't. I was at Clemson with the card pack. I'm about to come home.
I ain't with this.
Y'all tripping, bro. Like, it ain't no. I'm doing everything.
That's crazy because I was like, man, this nigga hooping.
Nah, yeah, look.
I'm like, yo, he doing. I'm gonna be real, and I'm willing to say it. I was like Clemson. I was like, damn, how Nas going? Then you went to. I was like, fuck, I was wrong.
But for me,
All right, rebound. You know what I mean?
But for me, it was.
I just thought.
It was
not that you couldn't. I didn't think that they was gonna give you that shot.
That was my thing because I know.
So when I seen it, I was like, oh damn.
Of basketball.
And that's where, again, for me, when I say and I look at the situation, I would come home and talk to my dad and my stepmom, and they would even be like, they pissed because they knowing, bro, this ain't what they told us on that phone.
Got you.
But I'm telling them, chill, something gonna come from it. I'm gonna control what I can control. I got in situations where I'm in practice, I'm cooking dudes. But that's not what's gonna get me on this floor here. I understand what's going on behind me. I understand that. So all I can do is when I'm out here, bro, you're playing on ESPN every day.
Nigga, I seen it. I was like, yeah.
At that level, you're one play away from everybody's radar. I
Facts.
come through, I bang on somebody on Duke. They're looking. We at practice. It's Miami Heat scouts. It's the Wizards team. It's
so y'all got
Hawks.
scouts. Damn. Okay.
Feel me? They don't tell you, but you just in them rooms. That's what that level does for you. Politics work in your favor when you at that level. When you go to Youngstown State, you average 17-8. They're like, yeah, but if you was in the ACC, that's only like 6-4. So like that's how the politics of basketball work.
Gotcha.
So when I'm there, I'm pissed, but I'm not looking for nothing. I'm not looking for. I know I can hoop. They know I can hoop. I produce the numbers.
Hooping was the last thing on your
I know all
mind,
that.
bro.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm hooping, but I'm getting everything out, bro. I'm on a private jet. Never was gonna be on a private jet. Like they just blessed me with that. I'm doing stuff that.
So y'all flew all the time?
That I would be. We flying everywhere.
Everywhere. This is
No bus no more.
This is $1 billion dollar
I'm telling you the
business.
difference
That's
between. Now I'm walking in. There's meals here. We got a per diem card that they just put money on. That you going home for
Little 2,500 stipend.
We're gonna go do this. You come in the summer. You get 2,500. You get 2,500 June, July. Every month after that, you get 1,800. So this is I'm living in this.
Yeah.
But you get to slide the food card though, like Pizza Hut.
I'm appreciating everything and where my feet is. So yes, I was pissed, but it took for me to really, because I'm more pissed because as a man, really live and look me in my eye and understand what you told me.
Facts.
Cool, but my teammates don't deserve for me to do no bullshit because this ain't between
them
and
Got
me.
you.
So again, this man got all the power. Me and that man in conversation. I know my coach as a man is different than who he was as a coach, and it is we respected each other. It took for us we butt heads in the summer one time. I tell him like, bro, I'm strong headed. It is what it is. I see how you running your program. Me ignoring you sometimes. That's me letting you win. Like that ain't and he like, we're gonna have to come to a middle ground. But he always could respect that. I ain't never trip. I had times where I'm like, bro, you hold me, you did woo. But I went to that man because my position coach telling me, Nas, we don't know how to use. We trying to figure out how we gonna put you in. How we gonna
You was hooping. You was hooping though. That's crazy.
We see the number. We know you can affect it this way. This is what perception does.
Perception.
Because when they're like, they looking at it, they like, it worked, but we don't know. It don't look how we want it to look. If I was 6'8" and 6'9", I probably start.
It's been horsing down there. It'd been horsing down there.
I would have been crazy,
or I shot
bro.
the 3 how I was supposed to in that Princeton offense. Now it's we gonna give you out some more. So I'm frustrated because it's like you not only recruited me since May, and I've been here since May, and we had scrimmages. You're telling me every day, shit, it's working. We see how but we trying to figure out how to work it in there. We trying to figure out how to work. It took for me to be, after we play West Virginia in Charleston, South Carolina, to go to that man and say, yo, so what's my role? Like, what is it that you really want me to do? And he looked me in my face. And this is why college is scary for dudes who really
Are
understand
unsure
who
themselves.
or doing what they doing. Your agenda may not be what the coach's agenda is.
Facts.
The high school game and the NBA game are similar. The college game is not. This dude trying to keep a job, he trying to go to the tournament, he trying to do whatever else it is. So in high school, when you yourself and you free willy and you doing whatever, coach don't got that much control. He call them timeouts and subs.
Yeah.
That's it. You feel me? Like
Y'all
in high
pretty
school,
much that shit, yeah.
it's a couple dudes on every team who shouldn't even be out there.
Facts.
So you know what I mean? Unless you going to prep schools and powerhouse. My agenda, I'm going to Clemson. They gonna let me be me. I ain't gotta go get 17. If I go get 12, 8, and 3, and it look how it's supposed to look, I'm going. Y'all not telling me I'm going. The kid who they like, no, and you have an argument in the city of how the game was supposed to look and who was the nice this way. You ain't bringing it in. Now it's produced, but it wasn't. You ain't bringing that up. No, I'm going though,
Right?
Because I'm gonna show you how to go. Cause
I'm on the. I ain't the captain of the yacht, but I'm on the boat.
So at that point, I got an agenda. He got an agenda. That man tell me to my face, I need you to be able to give energy, control the locker room, be prepared to play 8, 12, maybe 20 today. Next game you might play 4.
4. Damn.
And
That's where my spirit broke in college.
and for me,
That's where my spirit broke.
No consistency.
My
it
spirit
was
broke.
like
Inconsistent.
cool. You know what? No, I don't. Do I really like it?
Nah,
No.
hell yeah.
But this man just told me what's gonna happen and what I need to be prepared for. God works stuff out. I'm not saying love my boy Hunter and it might not have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
He ended up getting hurt. I'm playing 30 minutes. When you do what you're supposed to do, it's all gonna work in fruition. But when I'm out there, whether I'm out there 4 minutes, I'm out there 8 minutes, I'm out there 12 minutes,
It's all
20
gonna look the
minutes.
same.
I gotta go hard and do what I'm supposed to do.
Y'all hear that, kids?
Because all eyes is looking at me.
2 minutes, 3
So,
minutes.
Why we winning games? This times I ain't scoring. I'm hustling. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do. The announcers on TV like, man, this kid's like Dennis Rodman.
Facts.
He's doing this, that, and the third.
One time, I forgot who y'all was playing. This nigga dove into the
Energy, man. His energy was
dove into
crazy.
Where the camera joint was. The announcer dude was like, man, he's playing like his hair is on fire.
Legit.
No,
Like,
yeah, but his energy
for me,
was raw.
again,
Yeah.
appreciating everything where I'm at, bro. I'm living in South Carolina. It's the first time I'm in the South, so I get a different experience. I'm understanding what is more than basketball. What can I get from this? That Clemson Paul go a long way. I'm walking through that airport, or I'm a Clemson alumni that go the furthest. So I'm not going to fuck that up. Me and the coach have a conversation at the end of the year. He got on some, anything you need, tell me. I know the year went, whatever it was.
Gotcha.
I'm glad that you kept it together, and like as a man, like I
Still
know
got
you're gonna be successful. You're gonna do whatever. I can call that man right now and
Get
some
game.
advice.
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
I need
some
a
shit.
job, he will call somebody that sit courtside in that booster
Get a
club,
job.
and they're gonna give me a job. That's what.
So it worked. Yeah,
that's what
for
comes from it,
sure.
'cause there's people that's when you never know who's watching comes into effect. Because it might not come into the form of what you wanted to come into. You chasing the league, you chasing everything else, but
And that
by
shit
being
comes
yourself,
so-
and
It's almost
having
like
your
you saying
character.
chasing the bag. You never gonna get that bag.
You know what
you
I
chasing
mean?
if you chasing the bag the wrong way, if you chasing shit the wrong way, it's not gonna come that way. It's gonna come from all the way right, all the way left, something totally different, and it's gonna be there.
Your mind not open, you won't be able to appreciate the blessing that's right there in front of you. It's dudes who
We in church today.
Yeah,
I
it's dudes who would
ain't
rather
know
go
this
home.
side of Nas a little bit.
dudes who would rather go home and be like, man, I had a chance, I horsed with it, I played, they ain't want me, they ain't want to do whatever else. So what now? I tell dudes, so you really went, you got from your situation at home
To go back.
to go home is
That's
gonna always
crazy.
be there. Like
It ain't going
there's
nowhere.
the alternative, if tomorrow any of us can go outside and start to say we want to hustle, bro, it's gonna be there. You know where that route takes you.
Yeah.
So why not entertain something else? Why? Because you think it's gonna be you ain't got no motivation or whatever.
it's like we said earlier.
The best thing is to get out.
It's better like you said earlier. Niggas that won't be
One
niggas lack
last-
the motivation and they lack the discipline to do something. And niggas don't got the right hip to be square. Niggas don't want to go out on their own and be like, you know what, I want to learn about birds because they worried about their mans and them laughing at them. They worried about this laughing. They worried about that. Man, just go be yourself.
Trash.
Just go be yourself.
One last thing before we get out of here. I had, and this is a crazy one. What made you? We can't. Not get too deep in it. Pause. Oh, what made? I knew we had that. We had a button before you pressed that motherfucking button. So I'm sure a lot of people want to know what made you after basketball say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to football," instead of trying to pursue basketball. I guess after Clemson, if that makes sense. To be off, damn, what? 6 years?
My last football game, like real game, November.
This man know them all.
2016 or something like that. So,
because that's a big game. That's a big gamble too, and I'm sure, you got to transition your body to be totally different than what it was playing basketball.
6'6" tight end ass.
What a lot of people didn't know is in that decision making of going to Clemson or whatever. When I was at Youngstown State, it was a Viking scout who called my coach, and my coach came to me like, "Yo, somebody wants to, know if you'll be interested." I told him, yeah. My coach was big, like me and my coach is like this. Like he was big on whatever opportunity that could advance my life.
Gotcha.
Right.
So the Viking scout looked out trying to figure out, work you out, could you fit into a practice squad? They do it with a lot of dudes. Mm-hmm. Me, I entertained it a little bit, but at that time it's still COVID protocol. It's still everything. So and I didn't know how the eligibility was gonna go. If I go work out with an NFL scout, am I gonna be able to entertain this last year that I wasn't? Oh
shit, yeah, okay.
Whatever else. So I was entertaining it a little bit. I kind of let it pass by. I hadn't trained. I hadn't been for that. As I'm in the Clemson season and I'm going through the frustrations of playing roles, but I'm I'm my head high, but something gonna come from this. It's not how the story's supposed to go. We did everything right. We got to this.
I'm working.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Get a call from my agent who I was gonna sign to for basketball. What would you say if I had a football opportunity for you? What you spill the beans. Mm-hmm. So he if I know I'm friends with another agent. He's looking for somebody who might be able to transition from basketball to play football. My agent had never knew that I played football before, but he called somebody I trained with in Youngstown. He told me it was all state. He played or whatever. I'm yeah, but what's the times table? He the draft will probably pass you by. Depending on when y'all win or lose, you could participate in Clemson's pro day, get in front of everybody. The draft probably pass you by. You ain't got no film. The goal is to try to get you to a mini camp. You go to a mini camp, we get you signed on.
Practice
whatever else
squad.
it is.
Yep.
So for me, I said, and he and if it doesn't work, I could still get you a job overseas. He's if you go to the mini camp as a tryout and it don't work.
It's a win-win situation if you think about it.
For the 25 Honda.
Well, it was just I can get you a job.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he at that point, I'm also again, I'm big on risk taking. I'm big on everything else. The showing kids you can go to wherever the heights you want to go to. I never told them I was going to the NFL. I knew way before they put that out that I was going to the draft that this is the decision I was making, but I know what it's going to take for me to get there. Mm-hmm. So
you had to prepare yourself.
When they call it out or they say it, bro, my option, and to this day, it's still the same options. It's the road I decided to stick to. So you telling me I can go trial for the NFL. Mm-hmm. If it don't work, I can go play professional basketball. And if not, I'm 23 with an associates, a bachelor's, and a master's. I'm blessed beyond measures to be able to navigate and have options. People don't have one of the three.
That's why it's easier for me to take my time.
Yeah, at that point, I can weigh out. I can do what I want to do. So, bro, and again, I'm a risk taker. I always tell people in school, I know for sure I could have been out there. We watching Clemson play. I'm at Youngstown watching them play. They tried to get me to play both at Youngstown a couple times. When I took a couple visits in school, Tulane and Cincinnati, they wanted me to play both. I also know when they blowing smoke too. I can't come to school on a football scholarship and we play till January to a bowl game. You think I'm gonna switch over and do that? Don't happen. The only way it happens is if you play 3 years of football and then 2 years of hooper, something like that.
Got you.
You ain't going straight in. Yeah, you ain't doing that unless your team's hard. Julius Peppers and Antonio Gaines, the only ones I know that.
For me, I got a son that I have to leave a legacy for. What would I look at when I go tell my son, y'all had that opportunity, but I didn't.
How
can I give him the confidence to really be like,
go do something.
bro, go do. You can do whatever you put your mind to in this world. Like, bro, the ceiling is limitless.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, bro, I'm doing it. And again, I can just stay home. I can stay home versus going across. I can go across the water. We're gonna still slow grind. It's gonna be it's gonna be the bag to get to where it's supposed to get to. I can end up back in the league, NBA, however that situation go. I get to stay home. Y'all can give me a big bag enough in 2-3 years, and I'm gonna know what to do with it to do for everybody that I want to do.
I'm still young too.
And I'm still, I'm not even hit my peak.
yet.
I ain't hit my peak. I'm 23.
At
23
that
years
point,
old.
I'm like, why not? So when they said it, cool. We don't know if the opportunity gonna come or not. Again, that's the discipline. That's the blind faith that you gotta have in it. When he said, and I tell him we gonna do it, I've always been that nobody ever can question my work ethic. Everything I ever got, I worked for. If you tell me I wasn't the best, I'm gonna do everything I can to become the best at it. Mind you, again, I hadn't touched the football since 2006.
When I seen that might have been like, was that like on Sports Center or something? I don't know where I don't know.
Well, Facebook is sports.
Something like
Seen that.
That was crazy.
Nigga, what?
We end up playing. We play all the way up. It runs into the pro day, but I still go to the pro day at Clemson.
Oh,
I was
damn.
supposed to participate, but Dabble also is keen. He's his guys. He do what he do. Like, he had no problem doing it. He's like, I'm not gonna let somebody take an opportunity away from whatever, but he can still build it. Also, I wouldn't have wanted to participate at that point because I'm coming straight from off or whatever. I hadn't trained. I had never ran a 40.
Okay.
Like raw talent and I might not have looked the best in the drills. I got good by doing stuff. Like, there's no substitute for experience.
Right.
I was the kid who I wasn't where I was supposed to be, but I was there and picked that fumble up. I got that interception. I did. It was unorthodox.
Gotcha.
So,
but it was noticed.
At that point, I come. Marcus Pollard, who was a good mentor, he played before Gates, before Tony Gonzalez. He transitioned. He went to Bradley and played basketball, and then he went and played football for the Colts. He had a 10-12-year career. At one point, he was the highest paid tight end in the NFL. He played with Manning and everybody. He come in. He obviously holds some weight. He's a player. He's on like the player engagement staff at the Jags. So, but he's coming in on the strength of just, I know, you feel me, dudes can do it. We looking for tight ends. Ain't that many tight ends. This will be the year to do it. We can go. This is a man who invited me to his house. I knew this man from nowhere to come train with him.
Damn.
Come see it and whatever.
Damn.
So he comes to Clemson's pro day with me, just so people can be like, what's the buzz? Like, who's this you got with you? He passed the eye test. He looked this. He looked that. At Youngstown State, I played at 235.
That's fire for him to even come.
Body change. I'm different workout plan. I'm different meals. I'm playing at Clemson at 225. So when I go to the pro day, I'm 226. Like, fresh off the court. Now, my normal walking around weight was 240, whatever else it is. They're like, before you get to a mini camp, you gotta be 245.
So you got to ball. You got to gain weight then.
240, 245 to make it look presentable, and then you still gonna be thin, but we gonna be able to put,
Damn.
Mind you, I don't eat. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. I'm on that point, so I gotta figure out the right way. Blessed to be able to be at a school like Clemson. When I tell my strength coach what it is that I want to do,
He plug,
this the type lift we gotta do. My first ever lift, he put me through to build the type muscle. I throw up, do all that. They put me on I was on a 5,500 calorie a day diet.
You was eating all day then.
I'm getting up at 6 o'clock
to eat.
I'm peanut butters. I'm this. I'm that. I eat 8 times before the day over, so I can gain the right type of muscle.
Yeah.
I do all of that again to say this is for a might.
Might. This ain't a guarantee. This a might. See?
Like, I'm driving to Kentucky. I drive home one time, 10 hours from Clemson. I'm training. I'm doing whatever else I need to do. When I'm sitting there, I'm watching the draft. I know I'm probably not getting drafted, but it's just the strength of it.
Possibility.
Yeah.
While we watching her, I get a call. Jackson, he like, we gonna invite you to meet. For me,
that's the draft, nigga.
I'm drafted.
The story ain't came.
My mama drafted.
Let's go.
I got a shot. I said earlier, all we looking for is a shot. So for me, bring me to the door. I kick it in. So when I go out there, my boy starting he had Club 7 training in Youngstown, dude I went to school with, and our other trainer called him Unc. But Coach Tone, they was just starting their little thing. Ben had it started, but they got a facility, whatever else it is. I'm flying to Youngstown. I'm training with them, whatever else. We going hard. I tell him, like, bro, we got 3-4 days to do whatever else it was. I'm out here training at EC. I'm training at the field with my coaches from high school. Before I go down there, bro, he look at me, he like, bro, you already on the team. He like, it's up to you, whatever else happens.
Right.
I'm also, again, like I told you, I'm fine with betting on myself. I can't be mad at nobody.
Right. It's real.
I get down there, I'm looking at dudes don't even know that I'm coming from hooping. They obviously people saying they school. You got dudes who got drafted there. A couple dudes that's second year dudes, but they on the brinks or whatever. My head, ball. You put me like when he talked about the magazine that come out. Yeah. I never been fond of rankings because let's be true. How can we ever say who's the best people in the country? You ain't lining everybody up and putting them in the gym.
That's real.
Yeah, we got the ABC camp.
Yeah, that's real.
We got the camps that we went to, but you're not taking this dude from Minnesota and this dude from Ohio
and watching them.
And putting them all in one gym. No, it's impossible. And saying let's go. And even if you do, he might have had an off night. So granted, for me, I don't got nothing to lose. I got everything to gain. Yeah. I got everything to gain. Y'all throw me down there for 3 days. I'll make a play. Make a play. Expectations. Me having no expectations work in my favor because they're like, bro, this kid just came off a basketball court. He ain't played.
He ain't supposed to be doing some of this stuff.
When I'm out there, I'm running a corner route, I catch a touchdown back in the end zone. Catch something across the field, I go, he like,
what the hell?
Wait a minute.
He just came off a basketball court.
Wait a minute. So it's like, once we do something with him, what can he become? It was 30 dudes there, 4 of us got signed.
Damn.
I was one of them.
Fire.
So it's like, again,
fire.
Fire. And while I'm there, again, it's for me to get all that information that I can while I'm there and appreciating that fact. Now I'm understanding the dudes is, okay, this is how they navigate the 1%. Yeah, we in here to get the bag, but I'm trying to figure out how to keep it. And a stat in the NFL is one dude's only played for 2.8 years. 80% of NFL players go broke or bankrupt 3 years after they retire.
Facts.
Instantly, I'm thinking it's the league's fault. No, they give you every single tool and resource possible.
Damn.
It's always the people.
Pay attention. It's about paying attention to what they want to. They tell you how to live by your means. In Jacksonville, they break it all the way down to a number. We live in Florida. There's no state tax. League minimum will be $705. Out of the $705, you probably get $441. You get dudes who
go buy a Lambo.
That's base salary. That's not counting your player performance checks. That's not counting an endorsement deal you got. That's not counting nothing else. The problem is dudes tend to forget that. Yeah, we came from nothing. So, we didn't have money or, money management. But they're putting the people in front of us. They're giving us the budget plan. They're telling you, if you don't know how to say, I don't got it, we'll pick up the phone and say,
he don't got
what you don't think you got. Also, the difference between the NFL and the NBA is that the NFL's money's not guaranteed. So, you can be $1.2 million contract, you get hurt, whatever else.
It's over.
6. Unless you get your guarantees through signing bonuses and all that other stuff. So you'll get a kid from me. And when I'm saying you on a practice squad, they give me $11,500 for 18 weeks. Because you only get paid for 18 weeks. The other one you get paid throughout 36 weeks. There's still weeks of the year where you don't, you feel me, get paid. Yeah. So you're going to give me $207,000 before taxes. And you got celebrity tax for states you play in and everything else. That's probably going to come to $150. That's $150. You're the kid that just was in school eating noodles.
Why are you complaining about?
Trying to hang out.
Keep eating the noodles.
Stop trying to hang out with the first round draft pick who just got a $24 million signing bonus. Y'all money not the same.
Go home and play Warzone.
Also, life after football. Because again, that 2.8 is real. Dudes don't survive. They try to get the 4 so you can get the pension.
Yeah.
Or whatever else it is. dudes don't be wanting to appreciate understanding.
They
So
objective
for
is
me,
make sure you don't get. That's why it's 2.8.
I'm like, bro, if you get 200,000 for 1 year, you got way more money than anybody in your family probably had coming from your situation.
If so, a great starter kit, nigga. I tell you that goddamn much.
Like when we talking about generational wealth, or we talking about what people do, we talking about that the other races is when Mac want to be done, or when you want to be done, or y'all kids is old enough. You like shit. Y'all grown. We gonna give you the house. The house started generational wealth. Why? Because when you run into something, like no, it's in the family, or if it go left. Sell the house, you got 100,000. It's easier to sell
off top.
It's easy.
Then it is to just be scraping and putting the pieces together. And now you got all the resources that I know and everybody else around you.
Facts.
And now you got breathing room. We all just want breathing room.
To be able, like you said, to get the breathing room, I can make the decision after that.
Yeah.
I just need to get to the breathing room. We all in this race.
Yeah.
We in this race. And everybody got different start and stopping points.
And they got dudes down there that like they coming in like, here's what you do with your credit. Here's how you report.
That's fire.
I got a portfolio at home that I still kept from all the notes I'm taking. It's here's what you want to figure out how to invest. Here's how you do. They give you stories of people, and that's what when you told me stop earlier. That was the gym they gave us.
Got you.
You go through the NFL. You don't go to the NFL because the NFL stands for not for long. When you in it, everybody pick up the phone. That day you done,
nobody pick up the phone.
Ain't picking up
attention to everything you do. They got stories where there's a dude who came into the NFL and never played a game. He's probably in the NFL for 2 months. You know, same situation. Come to a mini camp, come to OTAs, go to training camp. But when he got in the league, he called the front office and said, "Hey, I want to come shadow y'all while we got off time." And what he did is now he got a job in the NFL front office he's still there to this day. So it's dudes that
fire.
That, like people not paying attention to that. That's again understanding where your feet are.
Tricked.
People equity. You start to thinking like, and again that ego got to go out the window.
Yeah.
You don't know where your feet are. It's what we talked about earlier.
It's bigger than a game of I guess it's bigger than sports.
Yeah.
That's a true, like, I personally feel that's a true statement for people that's willing to do that.
Yeah.
Just, all right, this may not work. Let me go shadow. I'm still in sports, though. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not catching the ball, kicking the ball. I'm not, you know what I mean?
Giving us the lanes and the avenues. All we talked about was trying to be successful.
That's it. People don't see. People don't realize what success really is until you get faced with it, right? So people think that playing on Sunday, that's being successful. People think that making it to the league, that's successful. Getting that first rap check, that shit's successful. No, success is longevity. That's success. To be able to be in the league, like you said, to get in there, you got an opportunity that millions of people not gonna get
at all.
Only a couple hundred get, right? You take advantage of that. You do what you want with your 2.8. You do what you want with your 2.8 years if you in the league, if you in the NFL. But while you in there, they are giving you they like parents. They giving you every piece that they done been through this. Here, you want a financial advisor, a homeboy kicker outer. You want this person, you want that person. Take your money, do this, investment. We're going to do this. So before niggas even get their first paycheck,
you kind of know what direction you should go.
And you need to. The problem is people just, like you
neglect
said,
it. Yeah.
They do what they want. So you get dudes who got a couple Mary Janes. I got a little Audi truck. I got this. So you would be like, bro, you was in the league, even if you was practice squad, you only be practice squad 3 years in a row. So let's just say you was 207 and go up every year. Cool. Let's say you made gross. You're supposed to make 450, 500 after the 3 years.
So you made 1 point something in those 3 years theoretically.
So over the last 3 years you made 500, but you don't have nothing to show from it because you were spending it as quick as you get it. It's dudes that's like, I was getting 11.5. I know I'm getting 11.5 next week.
I'm blowing the whole 11.5.
Coming in 2 weeks. So the money coming 2 weeks is like a real job.
And
so
they blowing
11.5 this week, 11.5 next week. That's coming up to 23. You just got 23 in your account. You're like, I'm gonna get another 23 at the end of the month.
You ain't tripping.
Instead of
putting that 23 somewhere, or
we just learned we had.
Or thinking like that 11.5 not coming. So
I explained this.
Let me hold this.
Before you gotta try to figure out why you in it.
Keep going.
Yeah, how to maintain and keep your money for when you get out.
Gotcha.
So that takes that discipline, that takes that structure, that takes everything else. So for me, ideally, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, doctors go to school till they 30. Then they get paid $100,000. Then they live lavish. Like, they don't live lavish, but it looks amazing to us. So I'm like, even if you get in the 200 for the practice squad, I'm breaking it down. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can give me a nice little apartment in Avon. Or rent gonna be $1,000 a month. Okay, cool. I got $12,000 to put on rent. If I wanted to go just pay my car payment for the rest of the year,
6 months or a year, I can go do that.
My car payment and insurance, that's $400. That's $4,800. Cool. We're gonna put that up. Now we at 16. Now we're gonna put $300 for groceries up, and we just gonna say, okay, another $200-$300 on going out for each month. So that's 6 times the 12. That's 72. That's putting us at 23,000. Okay, now what? You want to talk about some clothes and all that? We're gonna give less budget.
Everyday expenses when you really you gonna budget it right. If you smart,
15,000, 20,000.
Drop
we
me
can
up.
live off of.
Hey.
You can live off bare minimum.
Minimum.
Niggas
told
right
you.
now
Make
is
it 50,000 in America, and they take taxes and whatever. People live great lives.
$32,000
You
people make
think
like and be living good.
You have to go do all that.
Nah,
No, you
you
don't,
don't.
because now you like. If in these 3 years I force myself to live off of 30,000, or I force myself to live off
them next
50,000,
10 gonna be fire.
because also while you in there, what they doing with your checks is we putting this into that 401, we putting this into this, or you can go.
So the league got that too then, like NFL.
Oh, yeah, no, they got a pension plan.
Oh,
Shit
okay.
set up.
It take it so much to where you can get a $1 million check at 40, 30.
Got you.
You paying that off. That's
Paying
when the
into that
NFLPA
shit.
come on.
Like,
or we
damn,
teaching
that's
you,
fire.
go put this in an escrow account and let it grow to this.
Because you if you don't see it, that's the benefit of somebody who's smart coming from these inner cities, coming from these.
I hope y'all learned a lot, man. He
Coming from
taught me
these
some
bitches.
things
I'm telling you,
to be real.
they
get so much
simple
shit,
stuff
bro.
like, when you get in your direct deposit, you can put up to 4 accounts on there.
Cool.
So you can put
Split your money
can
up.
divvy out how you want to
Live.
Again.
So I can.
If I want to save 15, 20% of my check, I'm gonna put 20% of every check into that account.
Like they got this something like that, like in the military. Yeah, they can get you got a TSP like a 3.
Well, shit, man, we
shit be
appreciate
lavish,
you
like-
coming, man. Dropping some
Yeah, man, we gotta dropping some
gems,
jewels on people,
some
man.
jewels.
Coming through for the young boys. You feel me?
You got an IG, or you want to shout your clothing brand?
Yeah. Follow the brand. It's Majestic Styles _ on Instagram. Same on Facebook. I got a new higher fashion or high class streetwear brand coming out.
We got to get some
in January.
hoodies from you.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get y'all some hoodies. I'm keeping I'm gonna have 2 different waves. That's another thing I navigated. Took that learning curve in that business and learned that business full and complex. So I'm gonna have the Majestic Styles gonna always be the affordable one for the city, everybody around. But I'm definitely gonna have some
higher. Gotcha.
Interest I got. So.
Yeah, y'all tap in with it, man. Like I said, man, we appreciate you coming. Some good knowledge, man. Some things I ain't know personally about the
That be the
league.
game, man. The league, man. If you ain't ever been or know nothing about college sports or being an athlete, man, tap into this episode. It's a lot of information that people could dig into by themselves about being an athlete. And then, like I said, there's 2 sides to every story. You don't gotta just be the athlete. You could be smart. You can go to school. It's hip to be square, man. Go to school. It's other ways that you can get paid off of doing shit, man. You gotta stay grounded. You gotta be humble. You gotta realize that your ego can get you in trouble. Your ego can get you in trouble, and your ego can keep you out of a lot of rooms, man.
Believe in yourself too, man.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, we can speak for us 3, come from the bottom, man. You could, if you stay focused and believe in yourself and be disciplined and be willing to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think you can prosper.
So as
For
y'all
sure.
know, man, thank you for coming, man. I want to say thank you for coming, man. It was a good episode, man. You got a whole bunch of great stuff. I know you got so much stuff in store. I don't like, telling people to tell all their business because you got, you know what I mean? An individual's work is a man's success. So I would like that to keep happening, man. So as y'all know, man, so let's talk about it podcast with
Mac Daddy, let me get it started. Talk my shit better.
Boosie,
let's go, man.
Nigga, and we about to pay Nipsey Hussle, man. Face the world, man. On the way out of here, man. Let's talk about it podcast.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.